Use your skills in the gaming. 1xBet.
Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet.
Respect
from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect.
Hello, son.
Hi, Mom.
Pretty girl.
This is Eva.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Your dad's just making his favourite dinner. It's duck. Come on inside. They're all probably too gruesome to tell you while you're eating at the table. How's your food? Is everything okay? Good, good. You seem to know each other.
Yeah. This is the new ambassador for 1xBet.
Oh, I see.
Everyone felt good when Eva Elfie became the new ambassador of 1xBet.
Welcome in, everybody. It's Grand Finals Day here in the RES European League. I'm going to be joined by Bowie. And Bowie, we've just had a massive patch here. I'm excited, but I also feel like, I've just turned up to school without doing my homework. And I'm kind of like, oh, God, what is going to go on here? So, you being the analyst, being the man with the plan, being able to look over all the notes. Are you excited for what we're going to see today? What are you expecting in terms of changes as well here? Because that wasn't a small patch. That was an absolutely banger of a patch that came out at like 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh yeah, man. Patchmas is always something amazing, and getting it in a finals is crazy. So I'm super happy. And I mean, I'll be honest, as much of an analyst as I am, we only had, I had like maybe 3 hours of reading through them. And I'll be honest, 3 hours was not enough to literally like go through everything. Maybe I've been over like 60% of the notes by now. But yeah, like there's definitely some heroes that seem to be the winners from, pubs and everything. And I was watching other tournaments as we were prepping for this, and there's definitely a couple of heroes that are being picked a bit more than others. So I'm very curious to see, what the players are going to be doing. Because even though, Dandelions and Liga seem to be the best teams in this tournament, it's going to be such a different game that you're playing that I have no idea who even I will consider the favorites,
Yeah, this is going to come down to who adapts the quickest here with all these changes coming out. And yeah, we might be seeing some surprise heroes that we've never seen in the past few months that have got stronger now with the changes coming through. And just the way everything's going to be adapted on, I'm definitely going to be reading the patch notes during the draft, making sure that I'm up to date with whatever gets picked here. So we'll see what comes out. I think we're going to be able to take a look at these two teams and how they got here as well, coming through the playoffs. So Liga, they did beat out Monte as well as Nightpulse to get themselves to the playoff finals, and Dandelions beat out Yellow Submarines and One Move. And I think a few people would have put One Move as one of the favorites here to win the entire event. So being able to take those down in the semi-finals, big proving point here for Dandelions, and staking their claim to look to fully run through and take this playoff finals here as well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think looking at obviously I didn't really cast any of these games, but looking at the brackets, it is, to me, very impressive how Liga 2-0 Nightpulse, they were looking so promising. And the fact that Liga, they didn't break a sweat through their playoff route kind of made me think they were the favorites in my head, even though I agree that One Move was definitely one of the better teams playing here. Dandelions, they struggled against Yellow Submarine. They did struggle against One Move. If there was no patch today, I would say, to me, Liga had like a maybe 65% chance of taking this. Right now, I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, and I just I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm just looking forward to seeing what these teams can come up with, what they're going to be playing around with, because again, you said it yourself, unless you've been up since about 3 o'clock in the morning here reading over the patch notes and theorizing, which wouldn't put you in the best position coming into the games itself. You're going to be pretty tired, but in terms of what they've come up with, in the short few hours that they've had, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, it's kind of one of those things as well, how the gameplay is going to change, because we see with when patches come out, sometimes they revert to just go straight up zoom at it, try and get that split push going. Sometimes it just turns into an absolute brawl. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to play between the two teams, what ideas they've come up with over the past few hours, and what they're going to be trying to get in the draft here. As we are going to be able to take a look at both teams. So League are going to be stepping up with Violent, Rabel, BB, L1GA, and Pantomime here for the finals. And again, Violent did step in for this event. Well, he stepped in general here, because obviously Ramsey's on a different team now, so it is going to be Violent playing that position 1. And yeah, I'm just getting news because I joined the production chat late that LC is going to be banned from just straight up banned from the event, because apparently
that's not a meme? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what Uwu's saying. Apparently she's a little bit too strong, maybe a little bit too broken undeliberately. And yeah, so it looks like Uwu's saying that LC is just going to be it's a no-go.
Interesting. Okay, well, all right. I was not expecting that, but sure, if there is something wrong with the hero, it might as well be removed. The win rate out of every hero here, LC is in 3rd of the hero that got the biggest spike win rate, followed by TA and Jug. Jug that, by the way, I saw lose in the last in a game right now, so very curious to see how Jug, if it's even going to be attempted here, because that hero seemed awful. Like, I have not seen Jug in this patch, and I cast so much this patch.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to get ourselves into the draft here as well, just to see how it is going to break down. And I did see a Jug versus Troll this morning. Troll apparently is still garbage, so maybe looking for that next patch here coming out for him, because it wasn't great as we get ourselves into this draft. And yeah, is there anything that you've seen that might be a little bit interesting in the picture? Is there anything in the patch that you're just like, oh, I wouldn't mind seeing a team try that out?
I mean, everything. The thing is, everything seems interesting. So it's tough for me to really pinpoint something. I don't know. Like, CK to me seems very interesting. Like, I'm not sure if you read that one, but looking at CK, so every illusion he creates, if you go for the Phantasmagoria facet, is now a strong illusion. So Manta illusions, Shadow Demon illusions, Illusion Rune, anything makes it a strong illusion. And his innate ability makes it so every illusion created has a 50% chance of creating another illusion. So I really liked how the design kind of works around CK, because I really feel like it kind of suits what the hero is all about, and it makes it like, even more interesting. So CK is a hero that I would love to see. The hero seems really strong, but also really fun right now.
Yeah, and it sounds like who needs a Phantom Lancer when you can have a Chaos Knight, right? And just have those infinite illusions coming out that way. We'll see. It's again another thing that, you know, how the teams are going to be creative here coming into this finals, whether they're going to be adjusting the draft at all, because we are seeing similar bans to the last patch coming out already here with the Keeper of the Light, the Chen, the Viper, as well as that Shadow Demon. So we'll see how they're going to try and adjust around this. And yeah, just what, because that's kind of the thing, right, that for the past, God, it's not even like it's been a couple of months, for the past half year, teams have been scrimming on that kind of like the same heroes, the same game plans, the same ideas, so having to change it up like this in only a number of hours, they might just stick with these comfort picks that they've had coming in from that last meta.
Oh, and the Meepo, yeah, so did you see the Meepo one? Like, he actually gets to equip stuff in his,
Well, there's that one, but there's the one where it's divided is back on level 3 now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's from the reactions of Lizard and Sheepo, that's the one that I think people are going to go for. So increase maximum level from 3 to 4 as well on the and the level requirement, excuse me, has been reduced. So I think it's just that one more Meepo and having it on a lower level. I think that's might be what the Meepo pickers are going to opt for.
Yeah, they just made the old talent a facet, pretty much, the level 25. But also activating the neutral items, like you get that regardless, right? That's pretty cool. I think that's something a lot of people kind of wanted, and it's fun that at least one hero is able to be tested with that. By the way, Batrider, insane. If you just look at a hero, the facet that I'm pretty sure he's going to take, which is the Stoked one, you get 10% move speed every time you apply force movement. So every time you use your W, every time you lasso, you get 8% spell amp, and that's like at any point in the game. So Batrider just seems to be doing absurd damage. And on top of it, his innate ability gives him 15% of his attack damage every time he applies a debuff. And guess what? He applies like tons of debuffs. This hero might be a core again. I saw it played as a support, but I feel like Batrider is absurdly strong right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit bonkers. This is, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one's going to play. The flame break projectile speeds increase there as well, so you are going to be able to get more effective or more reliable knockbacks as well. The sticky napalm change. This is ridiculous. They tried to kind of nerf out the support Batrider in the last patch, but this brings it right back, it feels like.
And then she's super interesting too. Like, she has the overprotective wisp, so every time she takes 250 damage, she just gets a wisp to heal her. But then you have the Spellbound, which increases the enchant attack range by like a lot, so you get 850 level 4. I'm assuming we're gonna see more of the Nature's Attendant one, but I also got curious at exactly what you can do with the other one.
Yeah, I like that change as well. The enchant no longer deals damage to heroes. You know, it's just one of those things that it felt like a little bit of a power creep there. I get the idea around it. You throw the enchant out, and any heroes with a blink dagger are just able to blink themselves away. But yeah, I just thought that was just a little bit too much power creep coming out from the Enchantress. So yeah, I don't mind that change. And I suppose it depends on, you look at these two facets. I suppose it depends on whether the Enchantress feels like she's going to be able to get that aggressive position 4 kind of build out that we see coming out from like Team Spirit kind of when they pick it up, or whether you do want that little bit more support coming through here. So yeah, that's going to be, again, all these choices coming through, though. This is going to be an absolute, it's just going to take, I don't think it's going to take ages for people to figure out, but it's just going to be interesting while people do figure it out. And the IO coming out on the board here as well. So we've got...
crazy, right? He gets more vision on Watchers, which I don't know how strong that is, to be honest, but the spell amp on Overcharge. Like, you pretty much can decide if you want to be an IO that amps someone or that protects someone, which is pretty interesting. Like, you can go the old, IO tiny sort of thing, but you can just be like a super support that just stands behind and gives people armor and magic resistance. Very curious to see which one he's gonna pick, by the way.
Yeah, like you say, it probably comes down to what they want to feel goes well with him in terms of carry. But having that extra attack speed and spell amp, I mean, I love that they're embracing the TF2 here, the Kritzkrieg or the Medigun. Really just in getting into that, and that's the next cosmetic to come out. Give Io just some floating, the medic guns from TF2. Excuse me, the gloves, the big rubber gloves. But yeah, it's one of those things that I think more teams, if they feel like they can get aggressive here with the IO, they are going to prefer that Kritzkrieg to come out, because you look at this, the attack speed and spell amp, that's everything you want on that tether.
Yeah. Now checking Razors. His is a little weird. Like, he gets move speed by level with his innate, and then you have to very much choose between Dynamo that gives a 1% spell amp for every 20 points of attack damage. Which I guess it increases because you steal damage, right? And then you have Storm Surge proccing twice as much. Huh.
Wait,
5 seconds remaining.
is there I suppose you're never going to get 2,000 damage. That's okay, that's... Never mind. I was just looking at that going, is there an upper limit to Dynamo here? But yeah, you're probably never going to get that that full max 100%.
I mean, Rapier becomes better in Razor, right? Because I guess in general you don't buy it on him. Like, it's not a okay, let's buy Rapier sort of hero. Maybe it's a bit better now. Anti-Mage, what?
Have you seen this Anti-Mage change?
I have not. I started from backwards.
So Anti-Mage gets a thing now, so you can either get the counter spell reflects the spell back, or so like both on that and the illusion one. Let me scroll to it so I don't mess this one up, because this seems bonkers to me.
Ally. What the hell?
Yeah, so you get the Magebane Mirror, which reflects the spell back when active, which it's strong. That's going to be something that I think maybe they go for. But that Mana Thirst coming out, so you do more damage the more mana you burn. It's like the old Viper passive, right? The less health you have, the more damage you do. Well, this is the less mana they have, the more damage you do. When it gets down to 15%, and you get True Sight on them within like a 2,500 range. This is actually bonkers for an aggressive anti-mage that wants to chase.
That's pretty cool. It's kind of like Bloodseeker meets old Viper in a way. But you have to be so it's not global, right? You have to be at 2,500 range. I wonder if there's like some more mana drain things that they can combo this with. Right now, they don't have any other mana drain aspects. And Slaughter, bro. I was very curious about Slaughter because when I read it, it felt like a buff. But I think the biggest aspect is that a lot of the puddle bonuses are tied to his ulti now. In the past, like, as long as you had level 4 Slithering Crush, like, you have all of the bonuses. So he scales a bit slower than he used to, but he also got buffs. I think especially Leg Day seems super strong.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I mean, Brian Guard might be a great one if you want to be that more old school, engage. It's like the axe change, right? That if you're going to be that one man jumping in, you get the crush off, you apply these corrosive hazes, and you just stack up so much armor coming out from those. But yeah. The other side, Leg Day, ironic because Slaughter, he just has his tail. But getting those, it's just all over the place. It's bonkers. Like, again, I'm still getting my head around these changes. What's going to be better? What's going to be worse? But these are the facets coming out. I just think it just adds a little bit more to the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the pro players play around these. Yeah,
I gotta say though, Dandelions very bold with this anti-mage on 17. Like, you're bound to be, Slaughter, and that's an IO Slaughter maybe. I honestly, any of these laners, a Batrider or Slaughter, should be really scary to play against. So I don't know. I wonder if they can maybe lane this anti-mage somewhere else. Can you offlane anti-mage? Is this Visage? I mean, I don't think you can, right? Visage is definitely their offlaner here.
Yeah, unless you want to do something funky, like you say, maybe put that Visage mid, run that offlane anti-mage. But again, if you're running the offlane anti-mage, I know he's got a blink, but you're potentially there walking into a Razor as well. So, interesting to see how both teams kind of try and play around this laning stage, where they're going to try and match up. And again, Liga, like you say, have that advantage with the Slaughter coming into the anti-mage. And anti-mage, I think if you can get to the late game as the anti-mage, you do kind of turn it back around against the Slardar. But yeah, that's this laning stage. This Slardar might just be able to run over Dandelion's anti-mage here.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely a bit scary, to be honest. Even the Pudge here, surprisingly. Another hero that got some interesting changes. So what is Liga picking up? I mean, I can't predict it, right? So I'll just accept whatever gets picked. Like, honestly, I have no idea what's happening. So let's just accept. Let's just look at Liga. What's it going to be? Oh, of course, the CK. That's the one Dude, this hero looks super strong right now.
And yeah, you put that with the IO here as well. So what's going to be the mid Razor coming out here for Liga? Yeah, you have that IO CK combination. Once the 6 is up for both of them, yeah, that relocate. And again, I expect it is going to be the Crits Krieg here with the CK. Just going to be able to blow heroes up. And not a lot of escape potential here on Dandelions apart from that anti-mage here. Snowball, as well as the Ice Shards coming out for the Tusk might be quite nice. Enchantress with the heals. But for the most part, Liga, yeah, they can get on top of 3 out of the 4 heroes for Dandelions and really ruin them quite quickly.
Yeah, okay. They go for the Timber Saw, another one that got huge changes. You don't get double Chakram at 25, but you have like the crazy, the twisted Chakram if you go for that facet, which I think is the stronger one. But I'm very curious to see how they're going to play around it, because I have not seen Timber played yet. Also, he's not universal anymore. He's a strength hero, gets way less damage per level, but still has really high damage level 1. So it's going to be alright. It's going to be mid Timber against Rebels Razor. It doesn't strike me as an easy lane for the Timber, but at least you can get the Timber chain to break the lane.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of my one big thing. You play in this mid Timber Saw, you have to prioritize that Timber chain, because there's no, you know, the range on that Timber chain, level 1, level 2, it is absolutely garbage here. So, being able to get a Timber chain away, because you're going to be walking for quite a bit. If you're on the other side of the river, you are going to be, to try and get yourself away. It is a bit of a walk here. So, Dandelions, I'm not confident, I guess, in the lineup, but I've been, It's a completely new patch. They could have figured something out completely broken here on day number 1, and they're going to absolutely run over Liga here. So, yeah, Dandelions, I'm kind of leaning towards Liga's draft here, but Dandelions, excited to see how they're going to try and play around this draft.
Yeah, looking at Dandelions, their heroes definitely seems weaker than Liga in this patch. So let's look at the facets here. So they did get the Stoked on Batrider and the Crits Krieg on Io, so they're going to play very aggressive, which makes sense with the heroes they have.
Yeah.
Razor gets the Thunderhead, which is the Eye of the Storm thing, where you get twice as much. He did go for Brine Guard. I was not expecting that on the Slaughter. You said it yourself with the whole Corrosive Haste thing. I guess when you get the Shard, you benefit a lot from that armor.
Yeah, being able to get it from not just one source, but everybody that you get the that little mini boost of it. It is really nice if you get that initial jump and you're you're literally unkillable for a few seconds while you have that buff going. So we should be able to get ourselves into this game, see how it is going to play out. Like I say, I'm looking forward to this so much. Just being able to get straight in off a new patch, just being able to see what teams come up with, what changes are going to be strong. I have no idea what's going on, and I absolutely love it here. But getting into it, don't forget, everybody, you can use the QR code that was just on the screen, or use that promo code on the website, which is a banner below the stream. The 1XRLGEU gets you up to 130% bonus on your first deposit. That is available again on the 1X app or on the banner below the stream on the website. And it's not just esports, sports there as well. Everything you want to look to bet on, as we are going to be able to take a look through these facets here. I'm so excited to see how this plays.
By the way, we didn't mention that the Enchantress facet that increases the cast range on enchant also gives her attack range. So she has 200 bonus attack range level 4. That's crazy. At the beginning is weird, right? Because you want the attack range, but you also want Impatas. So you it takes a while to scale. But this is like more than a free Dragon Lance for the Ench. So that's surprisingly very strong.
Yeah, and Do you expect it to still be the Dragonlance build for a lot of the especially if you're going for the Spellbound build? Do you want to still be building this kind of semi-core build for the Enchantress?
I think so. I wouldn't. Maybe you can, like, because you don't have to buy the Dragonlance, you could go for something else. But I don't know what that would be, right? Like, I guess you can get a faster shard, maybe. But I still feel like Dragonlance might be one of the best options they would have for her. And Tusk did go for the tag team instead of the other one. I thought that one was pretty cool, the Drinking Buddies. He did get the tag
30
team.
seconds to battle.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I am just gonna be checking things and double checking things and like making sure I'm getting these all right, because it's just yes, this is actually what everyone. It's kind of like you going back to, was it like 7.0, where we had the backpack being added and the extra slots and everything like that. It's a lot to get your head around, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out here as we do get ourselves into the game. It looks like the Anti-Mage is going to be pushed away in terms of this rune, but is it still going to be that 2 for 2? It is, because we see Desire here on the bottom part of the map, going to be able to snatch that one away from the Radiant. No aggression coming out early on. We do still have 3 heroes here down in the bottom part of the map, whether they want to try and go on the Spat Rider, but you can see that L1GA just backing himself away. Desire was getting close, does show himself here, trying to cut off his path once again, just getting right on top of the Bat Rider.
Yeah, Violent's gonna be alone here for a little bit, and there's 3 heroes in this area, so you do gotta be a little bit careful. But okay, Darrow will just take the portal and head towards his Anti-Mage. He's definitely gonna need help against this Slaughter IO lane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the, Chris Creek here. The extra attack speed for the Slaughter. How did I not see that?
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, Visage playing with the AoE Grave Chill thing. So it gives you more attack speed if you hit multiple targets. So very interesting to see, how strong the babies, the familiars are gonna be hitting.
I love how, because I was checking it out, like I say, on the patch website before we started, like, Grave Chill, it's literally just one line. Grave Chill also affects units around the target. And then you've got the other facet for the familiars, which is like, it's a full essay. It's like 3 pages long, dude.
I did not. I was like, okay, no one's gonna, like, who's gonna choose uncontrollable familiars? And I kind of gave up on it. Maybe it's broken so far. We don't know, as a lot of damage here from Palantimos.
Yeah, Palantimos, he's going to be able to get himself away from this one. Violence, a lot of damage here. He might still go down the flame break. L1GA, he gets the kill. Yeah, extra.
Is so powerful right now.
And the projectile speed coming in clutch here, getting that extra little bit of speed there, the extra rate, just be able to throw it so far forward. Claiming that kill out. Oh, they might be able to turn it around though. Violent here decides he's going to be trying to walk him down with that tag team rundown. Blood Grenade comes through now as well. Violent, he will go down. Palantimos comes right back alive and gets his instant revenge onto Violent.
Alright. What is this Visage? Is this just like, standard Visage? Or do you go like Eggs or some crazy like ganking build? Very curious.
Yeah.
Or if you even go like Helm of the Dom, right? In the past, some Visages would go for that.
Maybe. Because have they changed it? They've not really changed it up too much in terms of skills, right? So it might just be, if you want to get like that fast push, and this was kind of saying, I know teams have been playing the Visage, but yeah, being able to get that like kind of one-man split push army coming out with the familiars as well as the Helm of the Dom. Palantimos might just be that full-on split pusher here to try and pull some aggro.
Yeah, there's also a lot of value in auras because you are playing against Corrosive Haze, against 3 very aggressive cores, so there's a lot of paths here Palantimos can take. Very curious to see what's going to be. Mid lane though, a little bit better than I expected. Like the Mobe is doing just fine against the Razor.
Yeah, actually didn't go for that point in the Timid Chain here as well to try and get himself away. I suppose he's just fully on board with the magic damage coming through. Every time, he just kind of runs it up. He's going to be able to get off the Whirling Death, do damage to Rivel, and then walk himself away because he's still a big tanky boy here with that reactive armor.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about exposure therapy. You get 3, 4, 5, 6 mana every time you destroy a tree. So, okay, wait a second here. It looks like Nande's dead top.
Is that the that's the overcharge change? 2 points on that overcharge. So he's going to be giving him more and more attack speed coming out for that one. And yeah, BB, I mean, like I say, he's dangerous anyway, thanks to the crush into the bash of the deep, and just being able to attack extra fast. It means that you are going to be able to set up for these kills. Just, I mean, crush comes out. Look at how quickly he's going to be able to go here without any attack speed items, and Kadaro is just going to be ripped apart.
What is this lane, bro? This is crazy. He bashed 3 times. Like, you never see Slaughter doing so much damage early on. And the spell amp actually increases his bash damage, right? That's crazy.
And yeah, it's just, it is maybe something that we see being banned out a little bit later on.
Yeah. I mean, it's the anti-mage on 17 too. Like, I don't think they would go for this lane if they had a more aggressive or stronger laner. And yeah, they just punished this anti-mage shenanigan here from Dandelions.
Yeah. And if you're looking at this here on the anti-mage, is it just... We're not expecting too much different, right? You want to be trying to get as quickly to your Battle Fury as possible.
Oh, Rebel.
The pull back on the Ripper. But yeah, it actually turns him on to Nandi. Nandi now is going to be able to get himself away from this one. The Crush comes out mid-blink animation. They're not going to be able to get that second bash off here. Overcharge wasn't used, so it looks like it's just going to be the anti-mage being able to get himself away.
Rebel might be dead. They're still chasing Mobe. Yes, the chains!
Really nice kill, Mobe there, picking up Rabel, and yeah, just being able to come into this one. You were talking about that exposure therapy, and it might just be worth, you know, as you're walking along to a lane, just trying to get those Whirl and Deaths out onto trees as well, just building up that mana. Because
I mean, I think when you're farming, you're definitely gonna be thinking more about which trees you're gonna break. Because it goes both ways, right? In a way, you want to break as many trees as possible so you recover the mana, but you also want to have trees around so you can Timber Chain and farm faster. It's definitely, it gives like a lot of depth on how you want to use Timber in the mid game.
And ooh, they get another kill. Palentimos really not having a good time here. They do get the return kill onto L1GA, but it's what, 3 times he's been picked up now. He's got 2 kills from it now as well. Finally going to try and do what he can up against Desire, but Desire, he's got those points with the Bitter Chill coming up now. There's also the attack speed slow onto Violent. He's really not going to be loving that.
The Slaughter, dude, 46 and 10. At least they have the ice armor, so that's gonna help Nanda trade a little bit better. The rotation here.
Oh, did you get the damage off now? It looks like Kadaro, he's going to be the one to go down. You've got Nande in the trees. Just trying to play it safe. But Mobe just come through. Yeah, trying to get himself on top, but BB, he's so quick here. The tether comes out, and that second Charcoman isn't actually going to connect here. Mobe going to be taking a lot of damage. He might even be able to get the kill. And now Nande trying to get himself away. Not a lot of health left onto him, but he does have that blink, so should be able to get him to the trees if he is in too much danger. No! Rabel gets it with the plasma field.
I mean, he had blink the whole time, but just being a bit too greedy, I guess, underestimating the damage of this Razor. Ooh, yeah, I mean, this is starting to get ugly. That's a 3k goal lead here. Liga definitely seem to grasp this patch a bit more. I don't know. This is already a 3k goal lead. How... When you look at the Dire draft, it doesn't strike me as a comeback draft, right? You have Anti-Mage, you have Timber. Like, those are heroes that need decent laning stages so you can at least snowball or farm with the lead you have. Oh, Sire. Trouble here.
Is he going to be able to try and group up here with Palentimos? Palentimos does get in, but Desire, like I say, taking a lot of damage. It could be the right relocate coming through now. And they're going to be able to get themselves on top of Palentimos to crush into the bash. Excuse me, the bash into the crush. Just an instant setup there for the kill. Really well played. And yeah, they're going to be able to get relocated right back into the lane. So just another good pickup here. And BB is going to try and go for the chase down here onto Nande. Nande is away. So they're not going to be able to get on top of this anti-mage. But yeah, BB... excuse me, having a really good time on the Slaughter already. 3-0 and 2. Being able to group up with Pantomime like this, it's just going to be able to snowball. Speaking about snowballs, he might be able to get the kill onto Desire before he gets that snowball off. Bounce back onto Mobe with the flame break here, trying to get himself away, but Rabel's just going to be able to get this run down, and the damage, it's going to be more than enough. Rabel having a great time on the Razor.
Oh, this is crazy. They're just wiping the floor with Dandelions right now, and... I mean, I don't know. Anti-Mage in 17, it's always a big bet, and I think, you know, we didn't really get to talk that much about the draft, but
Yeah.
every game I saw Nande owning, he was playing either AM or Meeple. So I think they banned the Meeple very early on. They kind of forced their hand picking this anti-mage, and yeah, I feel like
He's dead again. Look at that. The crushes, the bashes, the overcharge with the Mask of Madness here. Slardar just rips that anti-mage apart.
this is crazy. I think
This is bonkers. At least he take down Rabel. He gives up a decent amount of gold here. You see the odds on the screen here. Dandelions, it is a long shot for them. But they might have a couple of snipers on their side here, as they do get that kill onto Rabel. So, good kill for them. And Dandelions, they really needed that one on the board.
So one interesting thing, I guess, I'm not sure you're even going to be able to talk this game because there's so much shit happening. Oh, good. Better
Did he cliff
here.
him? Oh,
Yeah,
he
did.
cliffs himself with the snowball. Dude. I mean, he's got a snowball coming up in 10 seconds. Just needs a target 2
could-
snowball too.
Shard himself out, but I think he's scared.
Bottom
Relocate.
lane, Relocate comes in. They get another kill onto Blintimos. They're even going to be able to get this tower here. Relocate right back into the action and maybe get another kill out of this one.
Radiant
Right.
are scanning.
So I was just gonna say that this Timbersaw he bought a no talisman. You pretty much never see Timber buying this, but he has to spend so much mana now that even though he gets that extra mana region, never mind, you have another kill. You kind of need some mana region to sustain this Twisted Chakram.
Dire's bottom
It's,
tower is under
I really
attack.
like this hero, but I feel like the
Radiant's
other
top
cores that they
tower is under
picked
attack.
on Dandelions, they're just too weak, too lane reliant, and they got
Yeah.
slapped by the cores of Liga.
Violent, he's, well, this is a brave Tuskar coming out here up against the Chaos Knight. Run down onto Violent now. It's not going to be able to get that full chase down, and the Familiars weren't anywhere close. Kadaro here now as well. Just trying to catch up, and it looks like it might be the Dragonlance coming out here for the Ench, unless it's going to be Power Treads for those boots of speed that are already here. They're going to try and go for the Smoke Gank. Violent, back on the lane, will show, and I wonder if they try and change their target here. Go for this big wrap.
No relocate, so they know
Yeah.
there's no chance here for Hunterman to save. Oh, Violent. I thought he knew, but does he know?
He might.
Oh, no,
he uses the
rampage!
illusion. Snowball. This is going to be a really good one here. Violent.
They find
though.
a
He's
real
gonna
one,
show to Kadaro. Can they do the damage? It's going to be that pullback coming out from the Chaos Knight. And the damage stacking up Kadaro. He's going to be able to get the heals off. Walrus Punch onto Violent. And Violent might have been in a little bit of danger. But no, the backup comes through. And Verse eats here. They're going to be able to get the kill on Splintimos. He will fall. They do take down Violent. But it looks like the rest of the side of Liga, they want to clean up here. Desire going to try and go for that TP. Do they have the damage to take him down? Rabel. He gets it on the last tick there with the Plasma Field. The last tick of the TP. And Kadaro trying to do his best. But the body block's coming through. That bash is the right click. Kadaro, he's going to be the next one to go down.
I mean, they kill the CK. Yeah, you lose 2 heroes, but you force a lot of TPs. The anti-mage is farming now. It's not the end of the world, but it's pretty bad. It is like apocalypse levels of bad still. You need like 20 minutes for this anti-mage to feel like a hero again.
Yeah. I wish we had a little counter for the exposure therapy. For
There's a
the
Mask
Timbers.
of Madness blink on Verbro. Oh, I think he's dead.
He's straight up gone. Yeah, he's had this Mask of Madness for like the past 2 or 3 minutes. But that Blink Dagger, that's just another new one coming out. And Verse, he is ruining this anti-mage.
That's insane. It's way too much attack speed. Like, with Feather on, they have 140 plus the 110 of Mask of Madness. So yeah, that's just a casual 250 attack speed, minute 12 on Slaughter with max bashes. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, and Mask of Madness Blink Dagger into a shard, so he's going to have even more armor coming out if he catches a couple of heroes out of position with the Crush. And it's just, look at him farm as well. This is just absolutely, there's no way this doesn't get nerfed in like the letter patch. Just tuned down just a touch.
I don't even know, what do you nerf? Like, what actually changed? Right?
I
Like,
don't know, dude.
what did change?
It's just, that extra attack speed coming out on the overcharged shadow. Look at the just purely lockdown bashes. Like, this is just, it is a little bit ridiculous.
Was it? I think the attack speed was the same, right? I don't think they changed it.
On the,
An overcharge, right? It used to be... Okay, it used to be 110, it's 140 now. Oh, never mind. Visage is dead. Everyone's dead. This game... yeah, they're gonna have to get back to the drawing board. This is looking really over.
I mean, The bash also benefits from. I know it's only an extra 28 damage on top of the, but it benefits from the extra spell amp here as well. So yeah, this is.
It's 30 more attack speed level 4, and I think this lane is just too weak. The lane that they drafted. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Kadaro. He does get the Wisdom Rune, but he's being chased down by Violent. Violent, can he get this as Verse gets the kill onto Desire once again? Kadaro trying to do his best to get away from this one. It looks like, though, Bambi, is she going to be able to get out in time? The slowdown doesn't matter. Violent gets the kill. That right-click range, just enough to get the kill, though.
At least they get the stack. At least. Okay, oh, they're coming back. Holy crap.
He's just ripping through heroes. There's nothing they can do. It's ridiculous. He's like, okay, he's 2v3 in here. He's even going to be able to get the familiars. I don't think they need anyone else here. Just the Verse as well as the IO. This is enough to just 2v5 the entire team.
This should be legal. Dude, look at the goat. He's going to finish an Eggs minute 15 with Blink Mask of Madness on Verse. He has a, like, 3/4 of an X flying out, and he's 400 gold away from the point booster.
Yeah, sure. This is, I mean, it's Flash Farm. This is kind of the thing, right? He doesn't even need the Echo Saber anymore if you've got an IO on your team, because you attack about as quick with an Echo Saber anyway.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Are scanning.
And
smoke. I mean, they're smoking, but there's a 15k goal lead minute 15. Like, what is this smoke going to accomplish?
Oh, I didn't even notice the net worth. Look at the net worth between the anti-mage and the slaughter.
Yeah, exactly.
He has more net worth than the enemy safe laner and off laner combined.
I mean, IO is 100 gold away from the anti-mage right now.
Okay. Okay.
Over. Now there's that.
And he's going to be able to get himself on top. Yeah, the crush comes out. Look at that damage. The snowball, though. It might keep the anti-mage alive. Lasso, drag back. But do they have enough damage to get this kill onto? They absolutely don't. He is the raid boss. Once Verse and Pantomime, they queue up like this one. They group up.
Fish is going.
Anything. He's just straight up diving. They have the vision here. The blink in. The damage. One more right click. And they just disappears.
That's like, that is an anti-mage with tier 4
Nothing.
extra armor. And still gets like 2 shots by the slaughter. That's absurd. Yeah, let's be honest. This game's over. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to say it. None of this says it. Holy moly. Alright, I mean, it is a new patch. We expect crazy games, but this level of a stomp was definitely not what I expected.
Yeah, this was 17 minutes in. Liga just looked at this, went, that is broken, we're going to pick this, and yeah, absolutely pays off here for this side of Liga. You know, they just ran through, and again, it felt like they were getting some nice stuff from the rest of the team, but that IO Slardar combination, that's all they needed here to be absolutely on top of the world here. Ends with 11,000 net worth on the Slardar in 17 minutes. That is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Dandelions shot themselves in the foot real hard with this draft. Like, they didn't have strong laners at all. Both their side lanes were ass, and they got absolutely demolished by the Heroes on Liga. I feel like moving forward, just make sure you don't draft weak lanes like that. I think, as you can see, 9 deaths on the Visage, 6 deaths on the Anti-Mage. Like, that's almost half of the kills that Liga has. To me, that was their biggest problem. Like, it's not even that Liga's heroes are as broken. It's more that, like, with weak lanes, you just get you stopped. So hopefully, you're going to change that.
Yeah, no, like you said, that 17th pick anti-mage, that was just opens it up for the Slardar here, and yeah, Liga were absolutely on point on that one. So they are going to be leading here in the grand finals 1-0. Dandelions, they do have a chance to turn it around, go for that reverse sweep, but Liga, they are looking fairly good, fairly strong. They figured out a couple of things. We'll see what they're going to be able to get in this next draft, because Dandelions, no way they let them have that IO here again in the second game. So we'll see what's going to happen, but first we are going to be taking a break. We'll see you right after this.
1xBet and Eva Alfie present betting on all esports events on the website and in the 1xBet app. 1xBet. Play with Eva.
What if Kunka knew that he could not only play Dota but also place bets?
Better the best black hole.
1xBet, bookmaker company.
Chances of breaking items in a tournament match are non-existent. Chances of winning at 1xBet are always real.
Join with me.
At your service.
Stealing Aegis from Roshan is very difficult. Winning at 1xBet is super easy.
your skills in the gaming. 1xBet.
Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect.
Hello, son.
Hi, Mom.
Pretty girl.
This is Eva.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Your dad's just making his favourite dinner. It's duck. Come on inside. They're all probably too gruesome to tell you while you're eating at the table. How's your food? Is everything okay? Good, good. You seem to know each other.
Yeah. This is the new ambassador for 1xBet.
Oh, I see.
Everyone felt good when Eva Elfie became the new ambassador of 1xBet.
Welcome back, everybody, and it's going to be another great game, I'm pretty sure. You know, me and Bao, we've just been pouring over the patch notes. You're looking at different heroes, different changes to see what we might see coming out in these drafts. That last game, yeah, it was a little bit of a stomp coming through from Liga with the Io Slardar combination here. 13-0 and 7 on the Slardar in 17 minutes. You know, just picking up kills left, right, and center. So Dandelions maybe not going to go for something a little bit too insecure in the draft. You know, but Bowie, you look at this one. Do you think Dandelions have a chance in the second game? You have to pull it back, and maybe if you just draft a little bit more safer lanes, like you say, maybe some earlier impact heroes to pull it back up against Liga, or do you think Liga are they ahead of the curve here on the patch note reading?
I think they're definitely a little bit ahead of the curve, just by the picks themselves. But I do feel like Dandelions definitely has a chance. I feel like they just drafted themselves in a really bad corner. Like Anti-Mage, for instance, he got a -4% win rate. Debuff dispatch, just looking at Dota buff for now. They definitely were not picking the the Giga nerd heroes that it seems like Liga is aware of and is willing to pick. So hopefully they get themselves a better draft. That Anti-Mage, I think, kind of made their draft incredibly hard to play, even though it's Anand special. Like he's a specialist in the Anti-Mage. I think it's too new of a patch for you to do something like that.
Yeah, and especially, like you say, picking up 17th pick when they've still got their offlaner to pick, and they're able to pick that Slardar for free after already picking up the IO. So yeah, maybe Dandelions just adjusting a little bit slower here, as Liga were just completely on the ball getting into that first game. We'll see how it is going to go. It is a best of 3, so this is do or die time now for Dandelions to get that first place. If you do hit the first place, just taking a quick look at how this is going to break down. Points wise, you do get yourself 100 RES points on the board, the $25,000 prize pool. Second place is going to be 15,050 points, which I'm pretty sure, if we take a look at Dandelions anyway, they did get second place in the last event too. So if they get that second place here, it will be enough to keep them secure in that second fight. They're going to be even with Nemiga on the top, and Nemiga on 100 points, and they'll match up as well. Did Liga won in the last one, so they don't have any points. So it'll be a three-way break-off between Nemiga, Dandelions, and Liga in from the second season on the top points. All three of them be on 100 points at top of the board. So, it's still, there's all to play for. Dandelions, if they do reverse sweep here, get these 2 wins in a row, they will put themselves at the top of the RES table with 150 points. As we do get ourselves into the draft, let's see, this time Dandelions probably don't let that IO through.
Yeah, Batrider also looked insane, to be honest. Like, that Batrider was doing so much damage. Visage supposed to be kind of a decent laner. He got demolished with that Batrider, so I definitely like what Dandelions is doing here. I'm pretty sure Liga might need to ban the IO themselves, right? Because IO
Radiant
first
team
pick
ban.
is on the side of Dandelions. So very curious to
True.
see what league is gonna ban.
Chen still being taken away. Have you looked at Chen's
seconds
notes? Do you still
I
consider
have
him
not.
to be super duper strong? Let's take a
5
quick
seconds
look.
remaining.
Let's take a looky look.
He. All right. So, oh my God, so many
What?
facets. What the hell?
Dire team
So
ban.
one gives, I think one is DPS, right? So you get Wolf. Wait, what?
10 seconds remaining.
Chance Convert is a Wolf creep. Summon unit depends on the level.
5 seconds remaining.
What?
Okay, yeah, everybody, we're gonna spend like the next 30 minutes reading
does he have
chants.
5 facets and you can pick one? Like you get to, I see. So you can choose one creep that's gonna be like your Giga creep. Huh. That's insane. I'm not gonna read this. It's
No.
banned. I'm not gonna use my brain power reading this, but it is very fascinating.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping I never ever see a chance, so I don't ever have to read and know what these notes are, man. Because
Radiant
no,
team
no. I'm not the analyst, so I don't even need to know what this does anyway. Saw that.
10 seconds
Absolutely
remaining.
saw
I
that.
guess I think I understand. Like you,
5
when you
seconds
spawn,
remaining.
you get this boy for you, right? Because Chan's weakness is that level 1, he doesn't have creeps, and you can block his
Right.
camps. I guess whatever it is you choose here, it spawns with you, and it's just like get summoned. I think that's what's about, as far as I understand it. Do like the TA Bando, the highest win rate hero right now, right behind the Juggernaut. There was some.
Radiant
It got
team
like
back.
when I initially read it, I thought the hero was nerfed because you can't blink out of refraction anymore. It's not like a damage block charge; it's a
10
barrier.
seconds
So
remaining.
you still take a little bit of damage through the barrier,
5 seconds
and so just like
remaining.
Ember, you can't blink out with refraction anymore.
Dire team ban.
But if you choose the refraction, I don't remember the name. Like every time you lose a defensive barrier, you get an aggressive barrier. So TA can like stand her ground
10
more when she
seconds
gets
remaining.
jumped, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, and
5 seconds
bannings the
remaining.
Meepo are being taken away here again by Liga. They're going to be banning out the Viper. Yeah, you are right. They do ban out the IO themselves. So yeah, we're not going to be seeing that for a second time here. Dandelions not going to be able to pick that one up. What else do we see being banned out? I mean, again, fully new patch, so it feels like they've kind of identified like the super strong heroes, and they are taking these away. We'll see what else Dandelions don't want to be playing up against here from these new patch notes here. What they think is just a little bit too broken.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden seems very strong, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Dandelions banning something, picking it.
Dire team
It was
pick.
picked 3 times already in
Radiant
Dream League,
team
and
pick.
it seems like a really
Enchantress.
strong hero. But they will keep the Enchantress. Okay.
Yeah. If you can get aggressive with this hero, you know, the new facet, the new, I can't even say playstyle, but the way you want to play around this one, it does seem like it's going to
10
be a really
seconds
nice
remaining.
kill hero here in that semi-core that you're going to be able to roam around and
5
get kills with the
seconds
rest of your team. So yeah, not surprised to see the Enchantress still being picked up. I think a big thing as well is that Enchant guarantees two neutral items, excuse me. If you if there's a neutral item to drop with that new boost, the bonus that comes in from the innate ability,
And you get XP when you dominate a creep too, right?
Yeah.
You got 50%
Yeah.
of the XP. Ooh, that's a crazy one, bro. This one is strong. So you can see invisible heroes in a 400 radius. That's crazy for pubs. Not sure how much it matters here. But also,
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure which one he's going to pick up, but I'm
5
assuming it's going to be the mana
seconds
burn.
remaining.
Every item and every ability burns 15, 20, 25, 30% of the current mana of the hero you use the spell. So you're kind of back to mana burn, Nyx, and literally every spell burns mana.
Makes sense. I hadn't even read the name of that. That's so
Dire team ban.
fucking. I hate that. I hate that so much. But yeah, it's just so much. There's so many notes. Like my brain cannot even like process. But yeah, this is this looks like it's gonna be, you know, a fairly nice one to have.
I think this is a really good partner with Anti-Mage. Because, like,
Yeah,
the Nyx
yeah.
can burn a lot of mana, and the Anti-Mage can get that talent. So now you get through sight of them. You can, you know, just jump and do more damage to them. Maybe is Liga even thinking of picking AM themselves? Because usually you would have to ban it against Dandelions, because they might pick it later. But if you pick it to yourself, it would be a way to kind of surprise them, I guess.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that might be the pick coming out, like you say, a little bit later on for Liga. But yeah, we'll see how they want to try and play around this draft.
Alright, so they take away the Lash. We saw Lash being played twice already today. During Dream League, they won 2 games. So Lash, he gets to recover mana with his attacks now. So in the lane, you actually get a lot of your mana back. So the hero's even stronger than he used to be. Dazzle ban, just because Mobe likes playing it. I don't think a lot of other players are really good at Dazzle, to be honest.
Yeah. Liga. Like you said in the last draft, right? We're just kind of along for the ride here. There's not a lot we can do until we get. We can see what these teams pick up, so it's kind of just a guessing game. We could name literally every hero in the game just to see how they want to try and pick and play around this.
Yeah, have you seen the Phoenix ones?
No.
So
let's get them up.
literally every debuff from Phoenix gives mischance now instead of only Sunray. And now the question is whether you get a hotspot, which makes Sunray do more damage the further away Phoenix is, and Dying Light, which I am not sure I understand what it does. Like, is this like a Radiance type thing around Phoenix, or is it
so
just like Radiance?
You dive in, burns all enemies in 4 and 50 radius. So this just means that Phoenix is extra anti-tank. So the more health you have, the more damage it's gonna do, the more missing health you have.
Is it a passive? Like, it's on the entire time?
I think so, yeah.
Damn.
Because
Phoenix
it doesn't
is back?
say. It doesn't. It's not linked to any item. So damn, you run this with maybe like a Necrophos mid. You just have these 2 heroes doing like health damage and max health damage, and
God, Radiance Phoenix, our pubs are doomed. They do go for Mirana, so Nyx is going to be really happy about this, because now he can actually detect the Moonlight Shadow targets on Dandelions. Pretty interesting chance, you know, that they ended up getting Mirana. I was like, yeah, this is really good against Mirana, but I didn't expect it to be picked up right after the Nyx, so I'm not sure how happy Dandelions are going to be about it, but they do snatch the slaughter for themselves at least.
And again, looking at it, probably not going to go. Well, I might actually go for the Massive Manus build again, coming out for them. Yeah, no, I was just looking at the Faceless Void during the break. So Faceless gets this new time zone, called time zone. That creates a blister in space-time, alter the movement, attack speed, cast projectiles, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it gives extra attack speed, it looks like, to your allies, and slows down your enemies. So if you are going to be getting these right-click heroes like this Slaughter, you know, the Faceless Void might not be a bad pick if you are going to be combining these with, like, say, Enchantress is going to benefit from it as well. Obviously, you have to be in the time zone to benefit from it, but... yeah, it's at 6 second at level 3, extra attack speed manipulation, and it's, you've got move speed slows in there as well. It's just going to be, again, with theory craft, or at least I'm theory crafting, but I'm really interested to see how the pro players are going to try and play around and what combos they're going to be able to come up with these new facets.
Yeah, they do go for the Jugger here. This hero is the highest win rate right now. You get 10% more damage whenever someone's facing you. And when you Omni Slash, you're always using that passive. So the hero just gets a 10% DPS damage, pretty much. And they buff his crit as well. So, and you get a strong Dispel at the end of Blade Fury. So you have the normal Dispel when you use it, strong Dispel at the end. Very interesting to see, you know, what exactly this Juggernaut may be able to do. as they go for Wind Ranger. Yeah, this here is super strong. Also has two interesting facets. Like you can get the Whirlwind, where your Focus Fire, you can change targets on Focus Fire, but like it only attacks 7 arrows, and then the depth, like there's a cooldown for more arrows, but you can click on another target and still use Focus Fire.
No, it's I saw this one. It's completely random, right? So it's basically, if you're in a group of heroes, you're going to be putting out attacks onto everybody. So yeah, it's like level 3, it's 11 arrows per second. So if you're in the middle of a hero, yeah, you have to be in like the middle of like 3 or 4 heroes to get the full benefit from this, I'm pretty sure.
I see.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see which one they're gonna pick up. Maybe Tailwind's better than. I definitely expect it to be different. And Centaur has this, like, you get HP per level, right? 40 max health every 120 seconds. So it just gets HP by existing. And you either increase your double edge damage,
Radiant team
or you get horsepower to gain strength as bonus movement speed. What in the hell? So 600 move speed, that would be 40% of that is what? It's 320 strength. What is that? You get 320 strength when you stampede. So your double edge does like incredible damage. Yeah, right?
Centaur Warren gains 40% of his strength as bonus move speeds. Does not stack with move speed bonuses from boots. But it's a max cap of... I don't...
when you stampede, it sets your move speed to that. So it should be 320, I think.
It's a good question. We need someone that's just going to be like, testing all this out for us, because...
Yeah, I'll click center when he stampedes. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah. Alchemist being picked up, and I assume this is going to be the extra 250 gold coming out from that seed money. Berserk Potion is nice, but that's kind of one of those things, it's only later on in the game, whereas, Alchemist, you get the money right now. You start with the money, you just be able to buy up a bottle if you want to.
I think it's going to be the seed money for sure. So they need a mid-hero, right, for Liga. They have this Nyx position something that I am honestly not sure about. The supports on Liga are definitely kind of wonky, but once again, they have 2 very strong cores, and I'm assuming they're going to pick a third one that should battle that Wind Ranger in the mid lane.
Well, actually, though, would it be, if you're going to go for the early ball, I was going to say this one, it's going to be Nandi on the Wind Ranger position 1. You want that Alchemist. I think if you're going to go for the seed money, you go for that Alchemist mid, so you get that early bottle out of that.
Don't you get trashed by the SF, though? Like, this seems like a really strong lane for Shadow Fiend. I'm actually surprised they're going to throw the Alch there.
Well, we'll see how Mobe's going to do on it, because, it looks like it is going to be that mid Alchemist to come out. And, like say, maybe Liga, once again, they've just done the bamboozling up against Dandelions with this last pick in the lane. So Rabel might just have a really good time up against Mobe here again. Well, no, Mobe didn't have a bad time on the Timbersaw, actually, in the mid lane last game. It's just when he started to rotate, it started to go downhill. But, maybe this time Liga going to be focusing on that Rabel Shadow Fiend here to do the damage over Dandelions and kind of run over this Alch mid.
Yeah. This is definitely a better draft from Dandelions, I think. Their side lanes look much stronger, but I feel like this is an even harder matchup for Mobe than it was with the Timber against the Razor. So, and already looking at Rebel, he did get the Shadow Mire, so that Shadow Raise is gonna make Mobe's life tough. He might have to stack early for him. He might have to leave the lane early, but both Phoenix and Nyx are good roamers, and they can get on top of this Alchemist, get some wars going, try to gank him before he gets his 6. I still feel like Liga has the better draft, especially after the stomp they put out in game 1.
Yeah. How do you like the change to... Well, I suppose it's the change to... You've got the Necromaster now, which is the innate ability, and there's Feast of Souls, that every time you want to use it, it's going to consume 5... You have to have 5 souls to use it, and it does consume 5 souls after you do use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I like Necromastery the way it works now. You can get, like, infinite charges if you want to, but the Feast of Souls thing is definitely one that I'm not sure how I feel. Like, because consuming the souls is kind of problematic. And now he has 2 ways of consuming souls, right? Because the shard also does that by critting, but you get attack speed with this one. I honestly, I don't know what you think, man. I think it's okay, but it also looks a bit weird. But the lane should definitely be strong. Like, that has not changed, and SF should crush this out, I think.
Okay, well, don't forget, everybody, you can use that QR code that was just on the screen, or use the banner below the stream. Get yourself over to the 1xBet app or the 1xBet website. Use that promo code 1XRLGEU and get yourself up to 130% bonus on your first deposit. That is available on all first-time depositors, and not only esports, but sports in general. Everything that's on the 1xBet app will be available to that, so we do get ourselves into the game. A little bit of a skirmish coming out here at Liga. They're going to go for a big wrap. All 5 heroes, well, the Juggernaut's just going to be catching up. But yeah, it looks like Dandelions backing themselves away here. Going to play it safe, getting some information, and just trying to play away from Liga, who look for that high ground defense.
Oh, and the Jug did go for the Blade Storm, so you can actually crit out of your Blade Dance. That's pretty cool.
Begins.
Okay.
Right, yeah, we didn't really get to read any of them. So, yeah, Shadow Fiend did go for the Shadow Mire. So, it's basically the old Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
With the move speed and attack speed is low on the raises. Phoenix got the hot spot, so you're going to be healing and doing more damage the further away you are. And it does increase your cast range, so Aetherlands Phoenix might be a thing now. Centaur did get the permanent... Yeah, horsepower, so we might see that extra strength coming in eventually. And Nyx with the mana burn thing, so very potent against Nyx. Any alchemist, any hero that needs to transform. And by the way, it is Mope, but he's in the safe lane. I didn't actually talk about that.
Okay. Right, okay. So maybe he just plays a better one. As a lot of damage coming through onto Desire there. He was forced to TP away because he lost pretty much all of his health. As okay, we'll see how Moe tries to play around this one bottom lane. Are they going to be able to do the damage chase down onto Pantom? And Pantom's going to be in a little bit of danger now as well. It's going to be the crush coming through, and Palintimos will get that first blood. Violent not going to be able to get a response because Palintimos, big tanky boy here, already on the slaughter.
I mean, the slaughter, even if the attack speed's low of the Phoenix, not enough to stop the slaughter. And we didn't actually talk about this. Mirana ended up going for the other facet, so no Moonlight Shadow, which makes a lot of sense when you're playing against Nyx. He actually gets Solar Flare, and now you get more daytime vision, more attack speed, and damage to all of your allies. That's kind of like pretty good this game, actually.
Yeah, and what's the... So 8 seconds, 32. So yeah, what's there, like an extra 130 attack speed at level 3 at max? Oh no, allies receive 50% of the bonuses, okay. So
65, Mirana gets 130.
Yeah. That's actually not bad. The extra vision there as well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we actually have 2 ways to get global attack speed now. Both Troll Facet as well as the Mirana gives that, so it kind of reminds me of the old times where Phoenix was super strong and the counter was picking Troll. But now you actually have... this attack speed is going to be really strong at breaking Pantom and Zag as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, damn, it is going to be. And this is, I suppose that's what you're talking about here. You're wondering how about the Nyx Sense. I hate that name still. But the the Nyx Sense coming out for the Moonlight Shadow, but the Mirana, we're going for that Solar Flare now. Going to be able to get, maybe they get to kill into Kadaro here. Kadaro, it's going to be the Unstable Concoction comes through. But 1J gets it with the whip, with the Mind Flare anyway.
All right, so we're approaching the first 120 seconds of the game, so Center's gonna get 40 max health. Let's stay tuned for that. 6 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, there we go. He's a beefier boy now. Wait, did he get it?
No, it's every 120 seconds. So
okay. Yeah, I don't know math, so it's in a minute. My bad.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't count the minus time that starts at the beginning of the game, right? Because he would already have it.
It's bugged, and when you pause, you get infinite HP. That would be really funny.
Yeah, so I guess it doesn't go off the minus time on the clock. It just goes, you know, from the 0.
Yeah.
And that's
I
where,
think
yeah, it
so.
starts to build up. Okay.
That's why I got confused.
Right. Yeah, okay. This is also pretty darn strong. If you're gonna be seeing, because I mean, to be honest, for if the game is fairly even, I don't think that change to the high ground now. Okay, you get the fortification after that, the melee barracks falls, so you want to prioritize the range barracks first before you go for the melee barracks. But I still think games are gonna go fairly long here. I don't know if that's fully solved the issue of high ground.
Yeah, they changed the barrack thing, which definitely helps a little bit. At least you can get one lane of barracks before the glyph reset.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that got changed. I definitely expected a bit more. And I guess they also buffed the... Oh man, I don't even remember the name. The banner, right? Banner got a pretty decent buff, I guess. But, you know, don't always actually pick it up. So I'm not sure how much it's going to change.
They changed it a little bit.
You get like immune creeps now, like you can't really kill the wave.
Yeah, as we see the damage coming through, they do get the kill.
Nice.
Onto Rabel in the mid lane. Just another good play up here from the side of just be able to pick that one up. Yeah, to get themselves a second kill on the board.
Yeah, Mobe getting some stacks for himself as well. Actually gets a double stack there in the dire side. That's huge for him.
And if you're looking at this as well, you can see that, I mean, 1J's already moved himself in, so we'll see how they try and play around that. But yeah, just the damage coming through from what they're setting up. You know, it is a really good early setup. Whether it's going to go into the speaking about setups here, it's going to be the leap in. Starstorm comes through, power shot. 1J's going to get the kill on Kadaro, but 1J will fall now. Desire, he has that leap away to the no. Rabel takes him down. Really well played there from Rabel, just to be able to get it with that last raise.
Yeah, that last right click with the raise, very nicely done. I mean, that seed money though is paying off huge here for Mobe. He already has double bracer. He already has shreds. He, like, in a way, it's not only about the gold, but like he becomes a stronger laner, right? Just because you get that early bracer, you just get the items to right click better. This Alchemist is looking pretty promising right now.
And are they going to be able to do the damage here to Mobe? Mobe, he's taken a lot here in the top lane, but it looks like it's not actually going to be enough.
Yeah, he is pretty behind in experience, so once... He probably needs to farm this wave and leave, because once the NPD is up, he can definitely be solo killed here by far.
Yeah, and Rebel going to try and make a move here. Nandi isn't really leaving this lane, so we'll see just how they try and play around, because Rabel is just going for the stacks and yeah, trying to do what he can in his jungle. Just
level 6 on Var. He could... Okay, I thought he was gonna try and stampede, but we'll just chill.
Yeah, you keeping an eye on that for the extra bonus?
Yeah, I will. I'm literally just looking at Var the entire time.
Not too far off his blade mill here as well.
Like, it says it doesn't count the bonus from boots, but it should count for Stampede, right? Or Haze Rune or stuff like that.
Maybe.
I'm assuming it does, at least.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say, like, it doesn't count for other bonuses. It only says it doesn't work with boots.
It's one of them. I'll let someone smarter than me figure it out. If it does, you know, maybe. But, how are we looking net worth-wise here? The Alchemist, he's not doing too bad here on MOBA. You know, he's going to be able to... Obviously, he's got the Creeble Screed, the innate ability. Doing okay on terms of health, going towards that Radiance. And no kills on the board, anything just yet, but he is starting to get ahead in terms of net worth.
Time for the rune here. We already see. We don't have an oracle to tell which rune's gonna spawn. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's... I don't know how broken that one is. Rabel gets the kill onto Gadaro. Just be able to
and I
step
don't
up
know
with the
when
raises.
you get the oracle prediction, right? Is it after
Radiant's
the
bottom
first,
tower
like,
is under
when it
attack.
spawns, you know where the, 2 minutes after that one, or is it like 5 seconds before it spawned? Like, that actually changes how broken it is.
It's gotta
Radiant's
be
bottom tower is under attack.
like as that last one spawns, right? So it's like at 2 minutes it'll tell you where the 4 minutes it'll tell you where the 6 minutes is gonna spawn. At 6 minutes it's gonna tell you where the 8's gonna spawn. Because otherwise it's kind of like if it's telling you just before they spawn, it's kind of useless when players already set up around the runes.
I agree. So yeah, if it's literally like after the 2-minute one spawns, you already know the 4-minute one. That would be crazy. It would be even crazier if you knew which one, right? But I guess even though it doesn't, it might just roll the dice as it spawns. Oh,
Yeah.
Phoenix is dead.
Dead. Straight up dead. Palintimos having a really good time here. Top lane, though. They might be able to go into Mobe. Mobe is going to be the damage coming through onto Verse. Rebel's going to rotate now as well. Unstable Concoction is the ult. It is going to connect here. And it looks like they already threw out, though. Shackle doesn't actually do enough to get the kill onto Verse. Because Verse going to be able to get the Blade Melt. And now the Stampede will be using. Yeah, Nande's going to be in trouble. One more right-click. Verse is going to be able to get that kill. Mobe moves himself away from the danger.
So, I think we misread. I think you get move speed because of your strength, not the other way
Right,
around.
okay.
So, I'm assuming, because his strength did not change when he popped Stampede. So, I think as he gets more strength, he should be faster. So, in a way, you might not need boots for Centaur. I guess that's kind of what they're going for here.
Yeah, no, he's actually not. Well, I mean, he's gone for brown boots. Palintimos, he's just absolutely ripping apart this Pantomime here on the Phoenix. Having a really good time as Mobe stepping up onto that tier 1 tower, trying to do what damage. In fact, he might just be able to have enough to take this one down with the Chemical Rage going.
It's very close to his Radiance already. And yeah, that's the last time I'm going to talk about Centaur here, but yeah, he got a level and he got 2 move speed out of that level. So yeah, the strength is definitely what's changing here. As they will also try and take the Dire T1's top tower, but there's a TP here. Burr might just be dead. His Blade Mail is not enough.
No, not with those 2 heroes. You'll be able to stack up to the damage. And Kadaro, just going for the 2 points. So we are seeing the impetus being picked up here as well. Whereas on the last patch, it felt like the impetus wasn't being picked up till around level 7, level 8.
Yeah, definitely trying to abuse the spellbound facet. This game seems to be going much longer than game 1, so I'm very curious to see how strong this enchantress is going to be looking like.
Yeah, just to see what the build is as well, whether they still go for that Dragonlance kind of build to kind of benefit from the extra range to come out.
So, it doesn't specifically say on Solar Flare, do you get... Does it become day when you use it?
Oh, damage coming through Palintimos now as well. There's going to be the dive in, and now the Supernova will be used. Palintimos, though, they might be able to break this egg, and the Requiem doesn't come out in time here. They might try and get aggressive, because there is 4 heroes from the side of Dandelions. They've already got the kill onto Phoenix. And it looks like they're just going to back away, play this one safe.
Alright. Yeah, I could see the Solar Flare there, giving a bit more attack speed for Nande. The animation isn't very obvious, so I actually had to click on the Mirana to see that Solar Flare was activated. But yeah, I mean, I really like this Mirana response here.
Yeah, it is going to be... Oh, Sunray coming through. They get the kill onto Desire. Well, it looks like Liga not liking this Mirana pick now as well. 1J taking a lot of damage, though. Looks like Kadaro. Do they have enough damage to take it? They're not even going to try and take Kadaro down. He just backs himself away. But yeah, I don't think Solar Flare turns it to daytime. I could be wrong. I just think it's an active to use during the day, right?
Yeah. So you use it during the night. You only get the other bonuses, but no, you don't have daytime vision, so it shouldn't.
Yeah. Are fortified.
Okay, so Radiance is completed here on the ALK. It is a 3k goal lead, but also an ALK game.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I guess we're kind of where we expected to be. Very quiet game from Violent. He's 0-0-0, pretty much not being a participant in any of these fights.
No, just playing the PvE. He's got himself towards that Maelstrom. It did get nerfed again a little bit in 7.36. You got the damage reduced by 10 on those Chain Lightnings. But it's still the item of choice here. Not going for that Blade Mail. Going to go in for the Maelstrom. I wonder if he goes in for the full Mjolnir here as well on the Juggernaut. Like we were seeing in the last patch where they went for it like first item after the Maelstrom.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because the way the new Omnislash works, like even though you do more damage because of your innate ability, Omni Slash got nerfed damage-wise.
1J, the arrow, it doesn't connect here. They do have the reveal, though, so they will be able to get the kill onto the next assassin. Early warning system comes out for Violent, and Violent just buries himself a little bit further into his jungle.
Alright. I think what they're waiting here in Liga is the blink on Var, which he pretty much will have after this creep wave is dead. By the way, 240 max health. So he's becoming a big boy. It would be cool if he actually grew a little bit as well. Like every time rawhide or maybe like he gets more of a thicker skin or something. It would be nice to visually see a change.
Could you imagine that, like, by 60 minutes, he just takes up the entire screen? Like, you get a Giant's ring, and it's just nothing but
BKB,
Centaur. Yeah.
Bloodlust, and then you can't know what you're doing anymore.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's how you win the game, right? Because the enemy can't click anything but this massive Centaur that takes up their entire screen. So if your allies just run underneath the Centaur, they're untargetable, they're unkillable.
I've seen a video on Reddit of Shadow Fiend ulting with 1,000 Requiem charges, with like the passive charges.
Wait, how do you break
That's
max
how.
charges?
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah,
is under
because
attack.
now when you get the other talent, like it's infinite. Every time you get a kill, you get one. So
Okay.
it could potentially go forever. So you just get 1,000 charges and you ult and you crash the game. No one wins. Oh, Jug. Violent.
Oh, do they get the damage out? No, it's the Centaur. He's a big tanky boy, but it is going to be more than enough. They're going to be able to get that supernova off. Now the chase damage coming through. They get the kill onto the Wind Ranger, but they do break the egg here. Omni Slash comes through, and that's going to take down Desire. What else can they get from this one? It looks like they want to try and go onto Rabel. Rabel, though, is going to be able to get off his ultimate now as well. Get that chase away, and the damage, it might be more than enough to try and turn this around. No, Palintimos comes back in, gets the crush off, and they do get the kill onto the Shadow Fiend now. 1J trying to do what he can. Spike Carapace to run himself away from this one. A lot of damage on Palintimos wants to chase. The unstable concoction, it will be enough to set up for the crush, and one more right click. Moby will get it with that Radiance burn.
Violent was so greedy there, literally farming in front of this Lord that would have blinked very soon. He's not gonna be punished. Kind of a good fight for Liga, but at the end of the day, the Shadow Fiend just gets jumped and killed at the end. But, you know, it's kind of promising. At the end of the day, it's a slight win for Dandelions, but I don't think Liga is, like, out of it just yet. It's definitely a more manageable game than Game 1.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
By the way, we didn't mention this. Sange is the worst item in the game now. They increased the price and they changed status resistance to slow resistance. So I don't think we're ever going to see that item ever again.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this Jug is going for Manta.
Yeah, or like Sanj and Kaya, Yasha and Kaya, right? That got to change, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's interesting. It would be very hype to see that. I think it's still going to be Manta, but who knows? I guess now you have a second Dispel on Blade here, so maybe you don't need Dispel as much. That's a dead Wind Ranger.
Stampede, they do get the return kill though onto Nande. 1J trying to run himself away from this one as quick as possible. Another Unstable Concoction turns around. He does get the Impale off now, but the Unstable Concoction will be thrown out. Kidara with the blink forward here by Mobe. And yeah, they're going to be able to get the kill into the mix. No questions about it.
Well, as I say that Sanjay and Yasha will never bought, looks like Mobe. Wait, he just... Oh no, he sold something else. He did buy a Sanj, huh?
Yeah.
That's, I guess the amp is good, but the slow resistance is such a... Oh, Rebel. Arrow.
They get the damage off. He's not going to be able to get the Requiem through now. The Sunray's not going to save his life as well. Verse wants to get on top. Did he get the kill onto Palintimos here? Palintimos gets the crush. Chasing down with the Sunray. Is it enough damage? It's not. Oh, the double edge would have been enough for the kill, but that crush stops him in his tracks. And they don't get the kill onto the Slardar. So it looks like Slardar here, he is the big winner of the patch so far.
Yeah, and he gets an Eternal Shroud now, so literally, Omni Slash onto Kidara, should be dead.
Really nicely done here, Juggernaut, and it is give the Manta Stealth to come out for the Jug here too.
Alright, so how is the Elk going? He's gonna finish his Sanjin Yasha. Wind Ranger going for Gleipnir. And he did go a Whirlwind on Wind Ranger. Very interesting. I guess it's pretty good against Illusion heroes, right? Against Zoo in general, having this Whirlwind instead of the other one.
Yeah, and we'll see Just if that's good enough to play out here. 1J is looking for the gank. They might be able to get on top of Nande again. Nande... what can they do here? He's
they find the SF.
Oh, backline. So yeah, that dive comes in first. Going to try and get on top. Do they get the kill into the win range? And win range is going to be able to get the win run away. Backlines, like say, Palentimos, he might just not be hit here. He actually is going to be able to get feared just a little bit. But they still get the kill into Rabel. Look at this one. Moby wants to go for the chase down 1J. He's going to be able to get himself away. Spike Carapace comes out, trying to create as much of a gap as possible here. Backlines. Power shot comes through, and Kadaro gets the kill.
They cancel TP.
Okay, a 1J.
1J.
Yeah, he's straight up dead.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. As the Nyx was jumping Wind Ranger, the SF gets jumped, and then they don't kill Nande, and the fight just gets out of control. Yeah, this Alk is just such a problem for them. The Slaughter is gigantic. Ooh, Violent gets found. No Omnislash. I think he's just dead. Into the
off that spin, but yeah, the blink hit actually catches up Palentimos. The shackle doesn't actually latch here, but it's a lot of damage and Violent. No way out of this one will go down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oof, unfortunate. Yeah, not seeing a lot of bright lights for Liga. This Nyx barely did anything. He's just walking around trying to get vision, but he's constantly being found and killed. Phoenix so far, I think like there was one supernova being used, but it got quickly countered by this Mirana solar flare.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest problem for Liga. Like the Phoenix is pretty much not a hero just because solar flare exists.
And yeah, it's really not doing what you wanted to do. Like I get the hotspot pickup, but yeah, it's not really benefiting, like you say, and you see the odds. It's not too far between the two teams, so it might be a way back into it. Spike Carapace comes out here. 1J trying to run himself away, slowed down. They're looking at the impetus damage coming through. Tries to turn it around. Really nice impale. Stampede will be used, but he's still going to go down here. Sunray comes out. They're not going to be able to get the kill onto anyone else, as it looks like Liga, they're on the retreat, so the crush comes through. Blamel going to be popped here from Verse. Verse trying to do what he can just to be that big tanky boy on the front lines, but it looks like with the damage output coming from multiple heroes, they still get the kill. And now Requiem, it's going to force the side of Dandelions away just a little bit, but the shackle, it latches, and now the focus fire comes through, and you can see that this one, yeah, it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy here, just because of the way this one works here. If you are in the middle of multiple heroes, it is a good benefit, but if you just try and target down that one hero, it doesn't really benefit you. You don't get that full max damage out. Omnislash comes through, so Sunray coming onto Moby. What can he do onto this one? He's going to be in the middle of 3-4 heroes here. Violent trying to get the chase down Moby. He might just go down. Violent, is he quick enough? No! Mantisal comes through, but the sun will still be here. Violent trying to do what he can, but the damage is going to be way too much. Just needed that extra move speed.
It would be such a different fight. Yeah, that's unfortunate. This game is just getting out of control. Jug never got to take a really good fight. Like, he's 2-2-1, but at this stage, like, this Shadow Fiend was supposed to be snowballing, but he also just finished his Manta. And that's a free Roshan right there.
Yeah, I got to walk straight into this pit, and there's nothing they can do. And yeah, just talking about the focus fire with the whirlwind on top. Yeah, like I say, if you jump yourself in the middle of like 3-4 heroes, it does work because obviously it's every 3 attacks. But if you don't, we saw it the way it was trying to focus down Rabel, that the attacks just weren't connecting. It was literally one every second because you have to wait for that new cycle of attacks every second for you to get that next hit, and it just doesn't work like that 1v1.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a different style of Wind Ranger. I'm not sure we're gonna see one style win over the other, but the old one definitely seems a bit more easy to understand what's supposed to do, right? Whereas with this one, there might 1J gets bound,
and he is gonna be, it looks like, crushed up and killed. Yeah, the damage, it's gonna stack up here with the arrow connection. They have just more than enough to get the kill.
Okay, they're gonna try and get the shard here. Palentimos, they get a wisdom rune as well. Let's close. No, this should be fine.
Yeah, it's... I mean, the regen comes out from Nande as well, so regen himself up after that Tormentor abuse. But yeah, no, he's going to be fine here. And so you're looking at this one, Liga, they're going to be about 15k behind. Obviously, it is an Alchemist pick. The Age is still onto the Wind Ranger. What do they have to do here to try and get themselves back into it? Because it just feels like these fights, every time Dandelions step up, they're just able to get the pickoffs that they want, and they're getting everything out of these team fights, where Liga, they're just not quite clinching out these kills.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the Liga's draft should actually scale more in the late game, right? Alk always has the problem of being 6-slotted too fast. This Wind Ranger, especially with the facet that she chose, like, she's not gonna be that, like, I will solo kill any hero in the map type hero. Because she actually can't. Like, even if she's super farmed, I feel like you can't with this build. So, in the event of Liga split pushing well, not fitting too many kills, as I say that, Vard does survive.
Yeah, he's going to be able to just immediately stampede himself away. And what's he up to now? Extra 480 health. So, you know, it's getting up there.
Yeah. But going back, like, if they can hold this for long, and I think they can, you know, you have 2 cores with Manta Illusions.
Yeah.
You have this Nyx Assassin. Like, even the supports from Liga are going to scale a bit better. But you need like 10 to 15 minutes. You need to create distractions, and L1GA dying here is a distraction.
Definitely a distraction, though. One that Dandelions might be happy to be able to pick up. Just getting an extra kill here. Palintimos having a really good time on the Slaughter. 7-0 and 11. And yeah, we did see the IO ban in this draft, but I don't think Slaughter makes it through the next phase. If this goes to a game number 3, won't be making it through the first phase of bans here, the Slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, what did they first pick? It was Ench into Phoenix, and then the Slaughter came.
Yeah.
It's definitely a second phase ban, I think. I feel like if you first pick the Slaughter, you can definitely be punished. But it might be a second phase type ban.
Yeah, you open up the supports, and then, like, if you have that 1 or 2 ban, like, say, yeah, in that second phase, you then just take this hero away, because this hero feels incredibly strong at the minute.
I mean, dude, Kidaru, when he uses his enchant, even without any like Grove Bowl or anything, he has 925 attack range. He was doing so much damage in the fights. It's crazy what Kidaru's... I want to see his damage at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at this one, like you say, he's got the extra benefit from the Spellbound, but he's also now got the Hurricane Pike and his Shard. So he's hitting heroes from 2 screens away and just deleting them in like 3 shots.
Oh yeah, he has a Shard now, so holy moly, that's crazy.
They do start to step up to high ground. We'll see if this is going to be easier for them. So the fort does come out here, backing themselves away, but they do fort on their side as well, so they're going to have the protection on the creeps as the creeps come into this one. And this tower, it's going to be whittled away, and yeah, you do, if you want to get the full benefit from this, do have to try and focus down the range racks before you go for the melee racks, just to make sure that they don't fort on that range racks and you'll get themselves in here. But it looks like they might try and defend the high ground on the side of Liga.
Oh, arrow?
It's going to jump in. Like this one now as well. Juggernaut just has to back himself away after that spin wears off. So the spin to win not going to be coming out just yet.
Oh, smoke around here. But I mean, so obvious. There's creeps in the bottom side as well. They are trying to wrap around. But in the center, find the opening.
Oh, they get the stun on the Juggernaut now as well. Juggernaut is going to be taken down, no buyback. There's going to be Supernova, but look at how quickly he gets broken up now. They get the kill onto the Mirana. It looks like Palintimos might go down now as well. The full staff doesn't disjoint the right that's coming out from Rabel, and Rabel's going to try and go for the chase, but look, there's one Kadaro trying to do what he can with that pushback on the Sprink, and Rabel just takes a little bit from this one.
Going in again.
Got the jump in now as well. Mobe self-stun. Spike Carapace comes out actually here. The Shackle though, that gets that latch, and L1GA is going to go down. The buyback comes out from the Phoenix. Can they get the kill onto Mobe? Mobe's going to try and get himself away from this one. Verd's going to be slowed down way too much, and now the Shackle it latches again, and the wind run into that whirlwind comes through, and this time it does benefit from him. Look at this one, Nande. Yeah, this time he's going to be putting out the right clicks, and they're going to be able to take down a lane, maybe even 2. Hell, they might just go for Megas here with none of the cores, 2 out of the 3 cores on the side of the league and not having buybacks.
Yeah, you know, going back to that push, they glyphed into the enemy glyph, and I think that was a play we didn't really see that much.
Yeah.
Because you would reset glyph after tier 3, so the enemy, the glyph first, would always be happier.
Yeah.
But now that it only happens after you take the barracks, I think you definitely will see more of those type of plays trying to force high ground. And, you know, this is the second game today that's ending early, and it's definitely a result of the changes on the glyph reset.
And yeah, and like I say, that it does kind of like, you do get that full lane before, you know, like you say that you got the tier 3 and then you didn't get the racks because of the second fort. This time you do get the racks, like say, before the fort comes out, so there is some benefit now from the changes. I just don't know once teams get used to it if it is. No, I suppose you are taking a lane down before you have to retreat, so that's actually not too bad here as L1GA might be taken down. The crush comes in. Blintimo's going to be able to get another kill on the board.
Just crazy strong. And, like, he doesn't even have right-click items, right?
Yeah.
No Mask of Madness, just eggs Eternal Shroud. Don't die, and you're going to be good. And, yeah, only one death the entire game. In fact, they're trying to close this game out right now, even without Aegis.
How much do you like the Eternal Shroud not being changed here? Because it does seem like a really strong item. The jump comes in though. Vert's going to be able to get that double stomp out. Can they get the kill into Nande? Nande going to pop that BKB. The wind run comes out now as well. Omni Slash going to be used, but it's not going to be able to get the kill out now. And it looks like Violent and trying to get the chase down. But in the middle, they do get 2 kills here on the side of Dandelions. In fact, that just might be GG. As you get 3, the chase comes onto the burnout as well. Yeah, GG is going to be called. They don't get the kill onto anybody here. Liga and L1GA going to be the last one alive as that GG is called.
Ooh, yeah, that was fast again. I think, just looking at this game, to me the biggest thing that changed how it unfolded was the fact that they sent the Alk to the safe lane, right? We were not aware that Nande and Mobe were able or even willing to change roles, and I think that completely changed how we kind of envisioned this game, because we're like, okay, this Alk's going to be stomped in the mid lane. I'm sorry, in the safe lane, the Wind Ranger is like, it's going to be all right. But I think they did a really good job at swapping the lanes and making it like okay for everyone. So yeah, it's cool to see Dandelions bouncing back and how, you know, the draft advantage game 1. No, in a new patch, it feels like the right draft can be like almost 80% of a win.
Yeah.
And that's Larder winning both sides. Maybe there's something to that.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it's going to go in the third and final game. But first, we are going to take a 10-minute break. So we'll be back right after this to see who is going to take the winner's slot and who's going to be second place. We'll find out after this break.
OneXBet and Eva Alfie present betting on all esports events on the website and in the OneXBet app. OneXBet. Play with Eva.
What if Kunka knew that he could not only play Dota, but also place bets?
Better the best black hole.
1xBet, bookmaker company.
Chances of breaking items in a tournament match are non-existent. Chances of winning at 1xBet are always real.
Join with me.
At your service.
Stealing Aegis from Roshan is very difficult. Winning at 1xBet is super easy.
Let's go.
Use your skills in the gaming. 1xBet.
Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect.
Hello, son.
Hi, Mom.
Pretty girl.
This is Eva.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Your dad's just making his favourite dinner. It's duck. Come on inside. They're all probably too gruesome to tell you while you're eating at the table. How's your food? Is everything okay? Good, good. You seem to know each other.
Yeah. This is the new ambassador for 1xBet.
Oh, I see.
Everyone felt good when Eva Elfie became the new ambassador of 1xBet.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the third and final game here in the RES European Finals. It's going to be 1-1 between Dandelions and Liga, and we're looking, at least I'm looking forward to seeing what else we see in these drafts coming through. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing Slaughter again here, bowing the seventh final game. What are you feeling here for the hero?
Yeah, I mean, the hero just feels too strong. Like, when, game one, at least you had the excuse of having an IO, having, like, the perfect game, and then, like, he just runs at people, killing noobs. But game two, like, he had this defensive build, and he still felt, like, super strong. It's not like they destroyed all their lanes, right? I think minute 10, it was a 1k goal lead or something like that. So the Slaughter had, like, a fine game, and even still, it looked so oppressive, so strong. But yeah, maybe there is something to it. Maybe you need to bend this hero out, and what goes through because of that is what I'm interested in, right? We saw Shrek being banned. I think we saw a Batrider being banned as well. So some heroes are gonna slip through the cracks. And yeah, I was just happy to see the Enchantress look good, because they were kind of like forcing these Enchantress a little bit in game two, I think. But I can finally see, why Kidaru seems to love it so much.
Yeah, what was the actual damage that the Eng did at the end of that game? That was something I was going to look up.
Yeah, it was... oh no, that's the anti-mage game. Where's the other one?
13,000. So
that is a pretty quick game, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That from a position 4 Enchantress, the damage that he did the third highest on his team. So yeah, that's still pretty good for a position 4.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this hero. It feels like, it's not broken, because the win rate in pubs, like, I think he increased by 1% or something like that. But it feels like the hero still has its role and its job in the current meta. But man, there's so many other heroes I want to see, like Wyvern with the whole, like, you get Wisdom Rune to other people. I think Spirit Breaker, like, you can set someone to gain 50% more experience, like the hero in your team with the lowest experience, and you just give them, like, there's so many innate abilities. They're super cool. But it feels like, at least right now, we have some heroes that are too broken not to
10
pick.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, too broken to even actually pick here in the case of the Legion Commander that won't be seeing. That's another one, the Viper being banned out. Teams or so far between these two teams, usually the Viper's just maybe an unknown factor with the strength of the hero now with the changes and just being first phase ban out. The Meepo again with that. The ultimate being put down back to level 3. It is pretty darn strong, as the Batrider and the Chen both ban out here as well. So, yeah, who has the first pick? It's going to be the Liga. So, yeah, I think Dandelions say they ban out the IO. They even take out the Enchantress. But they're going to be leaving that Slaughter in. We'll see if it is going to be that second phase ban coming up with the hero here in this draft.
10 seconds
Yeah, I think so. And it might have to come from Liga, because it is Dandelions, the second pick of the first pick of the second phase. And Viper is a crazy one, because the pub win rate of Viper dropped 5%.
Yeah.
And it is a first phase ban here. So is the normal Dota player too dumb to understand why this Viper is good? Or
maybe,
is Viper too strong in Europe? I'm very curious, like, what exactly is going on. And they first phase it. All right. So what is their response? You know what? I've seen GG. They played carry Tiny against the Slaughter.
Really?
Yeah, because, you get just a ton of free armor. And you also get attack damage reduction per attack on your hero. It's like debuff that gets applied to the hero attacking you, and it can be dispelled, but it keeps on, growing. I wonder if that's the way to deal with this Slaughter. Just get those incredibly high armor heroes.
Oh, you got Craggy Coat back?
Yeah, we do. It's not the same. It's different from
Man, do you remember the old Craggy Coat where if you were playing like a right-click hero and you used to stun yourself like
before
every
you
third
attack,
right-click?
bro? It was so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I remember playing, like, what was it? Like, I think I was playing a Batrider or something. So I would blink to initiate that hero, and you accidentally issue a command, and before you can lasso, you stun yourself. And it was like the dumbest thing. Like, I'm glad that ability isn't back, but we have this, kind of weird version of it back. I do like the Tiny, and I think it's flexible as well. I think that would be amazing to pick here.
The Keeper Light gets through. So what changes happened to Keeper to make him still broken?
Allies within 900 range have 50% more mana, sure.
So you have to choose between Solarbind and Recall. You choose Solarbind every time.
Wait, but let's see if the numbers change. So it is stronger level 3, but it's weaker early. And the cast backswing is much better. Okay. And Recall. Yeah, I think if it's core Kato, you definitely get Solarbind. I think if you're support, maybe Recall.
Maybe. The Solarbind having 2 charges as well on an Aghanim shot.
Sure.
So it means you're going to be doing even more magic damage in these. What's the mana magnifier? Allies within 900 range of Keeper Light have 15% more max mana as well.
Oh, and the shard gives 2 charges to Recall if you get the Recall facet. So
okay,
very interesting.
Yeah, I suppose if they're taking the shard off.
And you can teleport to someone with Recall now. Like instead of teleporting someone, you can go to them.
Yeah, and you have the second charge. You could bring someone in. It's effectively like a free IO relocate that takes a little bit longer to set up. Okay.
And maybe you can like cast yourself to teleport someone, but you teleport someone prior.
5 seconds.
You teleport someone afterwards, right? So like you have
jump
like
and then they jump.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those. But does it teleport the hero to where the Keeper Light was, or does it teleport them to where the Keeper Light is?
I assume it's to the Keeper, right?
Yeah.
It should be like that.
Okay.
By the way, tiny ban, so they got definitely aware of that possible counter. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think this Kato pick's kind of trash.
10
like,
seconds remaining.
even if it's core Kato, like Slaughter's gonna 2-shot this guy. Sure, Blinding Light gives mischance and all of that, but in a normal game, you just get jumped and you die. So far, not very confident. Hopefully, this is support. I think I can get behind the support Kato a bit more.
Yeah. As the Gyro comes out here for the side of Dandelions, so we'll see how they want to try and match those. Do you think that the change to Gyrocopter, does that lock it in as a core now, do you think, or is it still that kind of, that hero that can play between both roles of the position 1 and like the position 4 or 5?
I think I saw Tofu playing it, looked amazing. And have you seen the innate ability, like the backpacking shit? I think it's a better support now. Because like you can have the components of a mech and the components of a pipe, but only like the components in between you can keep. So you disassemble, use mech, disassemble, use pipe, and then get back to whatever item you want to have. Like there's some crazy stuff that this Gyrocopter can do. It's absolutely bonkers.
And he sells the recipe for full cost.
Yeah, that as well. So you can. There's just so much stuff you can do. I think with most things, I mean, you probably cannot disassemble Rapier and BKB. I'm assuming those are the 2 you can't, but I didn't test every item.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just things that have a recipe that can disassemble, apart from the things that are disassemblable anyway.
What else isn't? Let me look. Well, I mean, never mind. We don't have time. There's more picks going on here. The Shadow Demon is cool, right? You can get like more amplification. So core Shadow Demon is possible, but I'm pretty sure that's not their goal
10
here.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. What's the menace?
5 seconds
Shadow Demon's
remaining.
attacks apply a stacking depot of the amplified damage taken by the target by 2% per stack. Deboost duration is 8 seconds, which is refreshed with every stack. So it's like its own poison touch that just amplifies damage. So if you can target it right, you Shadow Poison, right click, Shadow Poison, right click, Shadow Poison, right click. You have the purge going there as well.
Dire team pick.
If the target's then you have the disseminate route. So it's just disseminate and Shadow Servant. Huh. It's just you just get illusions of people you kill. So I'm assuming that's the core route.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
You just like kill a TB and now you have this strong illusion that dies when the enemy spawns.
Yeah. So it's like a reverse.
And I'm assuming it spawns
or...
full HP, right? It should be.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Or yeah, because it'd be no good if it's like,
Yeah,
oh, current
yeah.
HP. Well, the current hero's dead, so that's no HP. So yeah.
Huh. I don't know what you think. I mean, they're
seconds
definitely gonna get
remaining.
promulgate. I don't think Shadow Servant's gonna be. They're gonna take. They do get a
5
CM
seconds
that this
remaining.
hero is looking incredible, and both routes look strong. Like you get the like more mana. So like if you go for like some type of less Shrek hero, you can use that. But the cast range is also pretty strong.
Yeah, the cold comfort though is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, okay, it's like the big thing there is like the freezing field, I guess, where you just because it's like 400, so you're giving it back 100 mana on the cast here. Frostbite, yeah, maybe Frozen Expert. Yeah, okay, let's see what Liga go with this one, because I could see the argument for both sides.
Yeah, there's some big changes as well in CM. Like Frostbite doesn't last forever anymore. Like it deals more damage.
Yeah.
But I think it doesn't kill creeps, like jungle creeps, as much as it used to.
No, it does. It deals 4 times the damage now.
But it wasn't 4 times the duration, right? I think it was more than that. I think it was like 10 seconds every time. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, maybe actually. So,
freezing field no longer grants armor. That's a big one, but you get more attack speed slow on Crystal Maiden as well.
10 seconds.
But that's the thing, that won't go through BKBs, the attack speed slow.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
true. So they go for that Timber again on Dandelions. Probably going to be Mo-base hero. There you go. Yeah, the Leshrac. That's the combination I've seen. You're just casting so many spells. And Crystal Maiden is regioning up that Lash that already has inbuilt mana regen from his attacks too.
Yeah, the Crystal Clone, it's just a nice quality of life change as well, that you're going to be able to pick where the Crystal Maiden slides. Instead of just like sliding backwards, you can kind of aim that one. Because I've done it a few times myself, where I've been like, oh, Crystal Clone, and I've slid into like the enemy heroes instead of away from them. So just be able to aim that slide away is quite nice. But yeah, that Lash coming out as well. Liga, I've already seen this a couple of times today, is a very, very strong hero with the current the build of, like I say, it's going to be really nice with the Crystal Maiden as well. So
yeah, and I guess you can go both routes even though you have the Lash, because the AoE bonus that the CM's providing is also great for Lash. So even the Slaughter kind of likes it. So very curious to see what they're gonna do. Morphling ban makes a lot of sense. I wonder if they ban PL like other illusion heroes. I guess Leshrac is there to deal with those illusion heroes. Maybe the CK is the one you're scared of because they are strong illusions.
Remaining.
Yeah, true. We'll see what it is going to be, because, I mean, they've already banned out the Lifesteal instead of Dandelions, which I don't think would have been a bad pick. So they do actually ban out the Chaos Knight themselves here on the side of Dandelions.
Yeah. Liga has the first pick, so it does make sense. They're also liking a carry. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's kind of a tough position for Dandelions. Even though they have overall last pick, there's going to be so much carry picks denied that they might not get a good hero, even though they have 24 pick.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, like, obviously the Anti-Mage is available. The Slaughter is already out on the board, and we've already seen the Slaughter destroy the Anti-Mage once today. So maybe they go for something like, with a bit of a... Because I know the Slaughter would deal with a Weaver as well.
You need, like, a high armor tanky hero. There's not a lot of those heroes.
Go for the Faceless Void anyway, and the Faceless Void, you get that new time zone. Time
you
square.
really want to see the Faceless Void.
I just want to see it come out. Yeah, but you get the slowdown on the attacks, right? On both the Juggernaut and the Slaughter. So you know.
I think it's too weak in the lane against Slaughter. I think you need something else.
Remaining.
I think you need like
5 seconds remaining.
Dude, there's no easy pick. They wanted a TA, but they banned it themselves. Yeah. They're in a pretty bad position here, Dandelions. I don't think there's like a... You have to pick Riki. You have to pick something crazy.
I mean, but you're picking a Riki into Corrosive Haze, right? You're picking it into that Slaughter anyway, that you are going to be... Oh, okay.
Choose your hero.
Okay. What happened with Drow? That is not a hero I checked. So... Grants bonus agility to Drow, Ranger, and allied heroes with 1200 range. Effect starts with 1% of Drow's current agility and increases 1% with each level. Okay, sounds pretty bad, honestly.
It's doubled on Drow Ranger herself. So by level 5, you have an extra 10%. By level 10, you have an extra 20%. That's actually not too bad. Like, okay, you are... and then, obviously... No, the marksmanship bonus agility was moved to that.
And
so,
she
yeah,
has
it's...
2 facets, right? 20% more damage from high ground, which is pretty interesting, but
So
not
with the
used
shot.
that much. Yeah,
10
yeah. Or
seconds
sidestep.
remaining.
Draw Ranger can use items and move during multi-shot with 40%
5
moves. I
seconds
mean, that's pretty
remaining.
cool. I think it's sidestep, the one you pick up. And if... Oh, he got Vantage Point. Okay.
Yeah,
This-
I think
this is
Vantage
crazy.
Point, if you're getting an early shot on the draw range, I think Vantage Point, an extra 20 damage, absolutely here on the draw range. That is pretty
So-
damn good.
Is multi-shot an attack, or is it just an ability? So it has to be your right clicks.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be the right clicks coming out.
Okay, I mean, they changed some talents as well. This is gonna be crazy. Looking here, it's gonna be Palantimos on that center again with the same facet. Kidaru with the Afterburner. It is a support auto, which I like a lot. But he did go for the Solar Bind. No recall shenanigans. I like Liga's draft more. I think they have the Slaughter. This
And the
Jug is
Juggernaut.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, because you were saying what Violent might be. Violent might have a good time in this patch, but the Juggernaut, is he like the highest win rate from the current change? I think you said yes. So yeah, this Juggernaut, Slaughter, maybe the 2 strongest heroes in the current setup of the game as the team start to figure out the patch.
And interestingly enough, they did go for this gyrocopter as support, as you said. I really want to see someone trying to utilize the backpack shenanigans a bit more. I didn't see, like, looking at the items, I didn't see anything that seems too broken. But there has to be like one interaction.
Yeah,
that's super broken.
That makes it worth it for everything. And don't forget, everybody, you can use that QR code that is on the screen, or use that banner below the stream. Get yourself over to the 1xBet app or that 1xBet website. Use the promo code 1XRLGEU and get yourself up to 130% bonus on your first deposit, available to all first deposits. Seeing the odds on the screen there as well, so you are going to be having your choice of not only the Dota or any esports, but other sports there in general. And we might see a fight breaking out here, because there is going to be that smoke gank rotation, the smoke rotation coming in. But it looks like Dandelions just going to back themselves away. That Watcher already picked up here. L1GA is going to walk up the high ground. Smokes start to fade off now. What are they going to be able to do? Do they get the vision out? They're going to be able to get the destruction. What's that set? Going to come through. Give the crush from the Slaughter first. Going to try and do what he can. The 2-man crush comes out. Moby taking a lot of damage. A spin coming through now as well. Violent does get the kill. Well, L1GA gets the credit for it. Excuse me. Palantimos, he's going to be a little bit danger now as well. Will get the credit for the kill onto the Crystal Maiden first. But it looks like this mosh pit coming out. Look at this one. 2 deaths either side. They might be able to get more from this now as well. Verse going to try and go for the chase down. Can he get the crush out onto Kidaru? Kidaru underneath that tier 1 tower. And now L1GA is going to be trouble. The right click's coming through here. And he's actually got that flat cannon coming through. But Desire will be the one to get the credit for that kill. And he might be able to get 2 of these, the River Runes coming through on the side of Dandelion. So a 3 for 2 without time even on the clock.
This is huge. Not only get a triple kill on the Koro, but Rebel has no HP and no mana. Like, he needs to run base. Like, if he goes to the lane, I guess it is a Timber, so he doesn't have that much pressure. But it still feels awful to have to play like that.
Yeah, he's going to have his tangos at least to get the heals back up. And he's got a decent amount of mana coming through here. It's not awful for him. He's going to be... be able to deal. And obviously he's got the Chrono Optic Nourishment as well. So he is going to get benefits from that on his right clicks.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That definitely makes things a bit better for him. As in the top lane, a lot of damage here from bottom lane. Violent is harassing Palantimos.
How much do you like the Defilement on Lesher as well? So he gets 0.5 AoE for every intelligence. As Pantomime try to get the chase down onto the side. Does he actually get the kill? No, he doesn't. He's already used a Crystal Nova. No Frostbite to come out. So Desire in his state just says, you know what? Have a tip.
I mean, it's cool. They changed a couple of the talents so that, his level 10 isn't as broken as he used to be. I like it. Definitely makes Leshrax scale even more than he used to. It's fun, I think in general they're just trying to make the heroes a bit more unique, and I think they overall did a good job, and with the ones they weren't able to, I think with time we might get to a point where every single facet's like super unique and cool, just like the talents are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we still have. I wouldn't be surprised if within a week's time we have a letter patch that just play with the numbers a little bit and make things a little bit better for heroes that maybe didn't win this patch, but aren't in too bad of a position here. Speaking about being in bad of a position, Palintimo's trying to get the chase on to Pantomim. Pantomim going to be able to get back under that tier 1 tower, so not going to be in too bad of a position
they get
himself.
the frostbite here, but yeah, that's a tanky boy. Already has 40 max HP. Don't mess with him.
Yeah. Top lane. How's it going for the Drow Ranger? In terms of last hits, 10 to the 16 of the Jug. Was involved in 2 of those early kills, so gets the 2 assists on the board, the Drow Ranger. So, not awful start here for the Drow.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the type of lane that the Slaughter can lose, just having 2 ranged heroes. Just a lot of harass on him, but he's still getting like decent. Yes, his base damage is incredible, so has like decent nice. It is not the end of the world here for Vor, but probably the hardest lane that Slaughter had this series.
Yeah, and we'll see just how versed he's going to be able to go on this one. Bottom lane here as well. You see the Keeper of Light taking a lot of damage, but he's going to be able to put it out with the points into the Illuminate coming through here. And yeah, he has gone for the Solar Bind. So that will be coming through, and again, going to be putting out damage. I don't think we're going to be seeing the Spirit Vessel. Ooh, the damage coming through. Palintimos, though, what can they do for this one? Crystal Main's going to get low. Can they get the kill? Palintimos takes down Pantomim. Van's going to try and go for the chase, but the body blocks come out, and Desire might have just put himself in danger. Is he a little bit quicker? He is. He's 20 move speed quicker than the Juggernaut, so the Juggernaut not able to catch up and get these right clicks off to get the kill onto Desire.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All right, so Valentimos gets that kill, and yeah, it seems to be the way to go now on Centaur. You just get strength, you don't need boots, and yeah, it seems to be working out pretty good here. I do. There's definitely other unique heroes. They will find L1GA and probably Kidara as well.
Yeah, good kills coming through. Kidara gets the credit for both. You would have wanted those on the Drow, really, but I mean, 4 assists, nothing to turn your nose up as a Drow Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, the Jar dies after he gets the kill, so it's like great for that top lane. They're having a great time here in Liga. They looked so good game 1, but this is looking like a fair and square game, and I had a lot of faith after that game 1 that they're gonna stomp this series. It looks like Dandelions coming back real hard in this game.
Yeah, and it's alright for the Drow Ranger there as well. Got some solo XP while there was no threat in the lane. So, it is a good time for the Drow being able to catch up on a few of these last hits here as well. Rabel in the mid lane. He's actually not having a good time as the Timbersaw. The Timbersaw is having a really good one on Mobe. We'll see how that's going to translate a little bit later on once Rabel starts to get a little bit more impact under his belt with this Lash.
Yeah, definitely already recovering here. I mean, considering that he ended up getting to the lane with 40% HP, he's actually having a decent game still, I should say.
Yeah.
Timber.
3-man rotation, though. They might be able to get this kill into the Drow Ranger. Frostbite comes out. Nandi's going to try and do his best, but it's not going to be able to keep him alive from now. The chase down Kadara going to try and do what he can. Flat cannons and rocket barrages are going to be thrown out, and Verse taking a lot of damage from this one. Can he actually get the kill into the Slaughter? The Slaughter, he doesn't have a point in the Guardian sprint, but he will be able to survive, get himself over to the side there as well. Just get himself out of vision, out of range. And who's got the regen for him? Looks like nobody.
Yeah, that was unlucky for Kidara there. He was being blocked by the creeps. He had enough move speed to kill the Slaughter, but the creep was just super annoying mid lane. Is Mobe dead?
Is going to try and do what he can here. Mobe, he throws out that second chakra, and it does throw itself around like the UFO pattern here. The pause.
Oh
no. Okay. So, Lash, what's he got? He's got that lightning coming up in 1 second here. What level is it as well? Level 2 on the lightning. The chase down on the Diabolic Edict if he wants to try and dive into the tower range. So he might just have enough to get the kill onto the Timbersaw.
I think he dies if he tries to go in.
How many Shadow Poisons? There's... Oh, the 8%
it's already
more
popped.
damage.
It's already popped.
Ah, okay,
it's just visually bugged there. So I think he doesn't even... I guess he has a ward. He can drop the ward so that he tanks the attacks from the tower. Actually, he might get this kill. You drop the ward, you don't draw aggro, you pop yourself in your bottle, you're gonna have vision for the slow. Yeah, I think Mobe might be dead.
The Pulse Nova is going, that Diabolic Edict's going as well. Like I say, that Lightning Storm is coming up in literally as soon as he unpauses.
Yeah.
Timbersaur's taking damage from the Blood Grenade, the extra 8% as well from the Menace. So, yeah, this might just be enough to get the kill on Rabel. To get the kill on Mobe for Rabel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You don't mind wasting the ward for that, especially because you're going to get the rune if you get this kill. So...
Yeah, so let's see.
Oh.
No, okay, they just back away.
Interesting. I guess they don't have any vision of the other heroes, but there was a fight going on, brewing up on top. They're still going to get the rune, which at the end of the day is what the Lash wants.
I suppose it forces the Timbersaw back as well. He still has to do the Walk of Shame back, so it's still as much time off the lane. You just don't get the credit and the gold for the kill.
They are doing a lot of damage here to this tower, forcing Desire to defend. And they did put a pretty deep ward there, so they will know when this Timber is jungling and stuff.
While this is going on though, Verse is taking a lot of harass on that Slardar in the top lane. Look at it, Kadaro coming through, just trying to get the chase down, homing missile, but Slardar's already backed himself away towards that tier 2 tower. But the Drow, again, just being given space and time here to find some farm, find some last hits, even put some pressure onto the tower now as well. Kadaro though, he might go down, slow down from the Crystal Maiden. Drow is close, but it's going to be 2-3 heroes here onto the Gyrocopter, and yeah, that silence coming out from Nanda. Is it enough? Kadaro, those Shadow Poisons stacking up, but he might just, well, maybe with 5, is it going to be able to get the kill? Looks like Kadaro backing himself out. He might just survive through this.
Dire are scanning.
Okay. Scan from the Dire, maybe expecting a wraparound, but no, they are all just farming the stacks here very smartly.
Yeah, what's the Drow? Okay, so the Drow's still only getting 5 bonus agi from the Precision Aura. So, does it not count the extra, I guess, coming in from all the items here? Chase down onto Verse. Verse could have taken a lot of damage. Homing Missile comes through as well, but it won't be enough, and Verse is going to be away.
No, it's just that, like, you have 1% per level, right?
Well, 2% per level, yeah. From yourself, agi.
Yeah, so that would be...
So yeah, it's just your base agi,
you're
right?
Right. Is it bugged? Maybe you're right. Or maybe it's just the base agility.
Yeah.
Like, huh? That's kind of...
Yeah, because 2%, yeah, 32-ish. We're not doing points here, so yeah, it looks like it's just base agility. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Even worse than I thought it was.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, okay, like, as a Drow Ranger, you're going to be building all these big items anyway, so you are really going to benefit from that, but I'd like to know what the trade-off is to the old marksmanship bonus to this.
Because in the past, like, you would get agility from marksmanship, right? And so that would be a big spike. But right now, this level 6 Drow is way weaker than the level 6 Drow in the past.
Yeah.
But I guess there is one benefit, which is you don't get broken, right? I'm assuming these innate abilities cannot be broken. Or am I? Because I didn't read that anywhere in the patch notes. It didn't really say.
And I suppose it's not cancelled off by being because obviously the old one, if anyone got in range, it cancelled it off. Yeah, the Drow Ranger still gets it. Yeah.
You only lose the proc now, but not the armor and the agility that you gain. So yeah, you're right. Like, in a way, against gap closers, you are stronger. Oh, speaking of gap closer,
Stampede is going to come out, so they're not going to be closing any gaps here. 4 heroes. They really want to punish this Drow Ranger, but not going to be able to get on top this time, thanks to that Stampede coming through from Polinthimos.
Okay. So, pretty even game, right? The biggest loser is the Slaughter, so this is definitely going to be a test here to how good this hero really is.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, really not been able to get, because we've seen every other game, or the other 2 games here, the Slaughter had about 3 or 4 kills on the board by now. He's becoming a menace. And yeah, he's just really not been able to get going here for so far in this game, which is kind of the downfall of coming up against 2 ranged heroes in the lane.
Mobe also having a much better game than he had in game 1. Very close to his blink already. And that's also a Koro, which, by the way, I'm assuming the Twisted Chakram is not an OT, so possibly Chakra Magic works on that spell.
Am I wrong? Does it actually give it from the extra? I'm going to be stuck on this now as well, because it's 2%, it's not 20%. It might actually be from the items as well. I might just have read that wrong.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because 1% of 100 would be 1. So
Yeah.
it's just that. Right? Yeah. Then. So yeah, it's like he has 160 agility, but it would be 1%. Oh, this is I don't know what's happening. Are we really dumb?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. Well, whatever. Nanda is having
Are scanning.
a decentish game here. And the biggest timing is going to be the Blink Dagger on the Slaughter and the Blink Dagger on Center, which, by the way, Center is slightly closer. So that's when we're going to see more active plays, but for now, L1GA might just be dead here.
Yeah, and you see that Nande is going to be the one that gets involved and gets this kill. So, yeah, okay. It's extra gold for the Draw Ranger, as I still try and get my head around this precision. I don't know, dude.
I'm not looking at it anymore. I'm just...
I don't know.
Just to acknowledge this spell. 1% of 100 is 1, right?
Yeah. So
and 2% of 100 is 2.
Yeah.
So if you have 100 agility,
which he does right now, and he has 15 bonus agi. I don't know.
Should be getting 2 agility, right? But it says 15 on the icon.
Uwu, please explain.
Yeah, and the weirdest part is if you click on the Drow portrait, it's gonna show 43 plus 59 agility. And if that sum is not the same number we see on the agility icon of Drow.
Per level. Okay. I was just reading that as, yeah, like 2%. It's 2% per level. So I was kind of right the first time. So getting 18% at the minute, and the level 10 gets 20%.
I thought it was 1% per, so level 2 you get 2%.
So, yeah. Level 2, yeah. So
18,
level 2 you get
18.
4%. Yeah, okay. Just
so it's
having a
60%
brain
when you're
fart.
level 30. That is a lot of agility. All right.
Thank you,
Uwu. we want to change roles here. Yeah, I'll be our production, and you can be our analyst here. I mean, with all due respect, this patch. I mean, has there ever been a patch that's longer in like actual notes? Because I don't remember ever taking so long to read a patch in my life.
7.0 with the talents being added.
I don't think so. I remember reading that patch fully, and it took me like 4 hours. And I read this one for 3 hours, and I think I read 60%. Maybe it's just like... Because I guess the thing is, the changes on this one are so much more drastic that even if it's the same amount of text, it's more complicated because you have to test way more things, you know?
Yeah.
Like the talent is like, okay, +5 agility, or like respawns on minus 10 seconds. Whereas this one is like a whole new skill that you need to open the game and test. You know what I mean?
Well, the was that the same patch as everyone got an Agnum Scepter and the shards came out as well? Or was the shards a later patch?
I think it might be this. I think shard is later, but everyone got an eggs on 700. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I
suppose that was kind of the thing, right? The talents weren't just like we see today, where it's like literally, like you say, it was like, oh, 10% cooldown, you know, respawn cooldown. Oh, you get a little bit. It wasn't as as complicated as what we're getting now.
Yeah, for sure. Like literally every hero has a new passive or a skill that becomes a passive, and then you have 2 extra things added on top. So 120 heroes with possibly 3 things added to it. So it's like 360 new concepts, let's say, if you stretch it as much as you could. Smoke here as very aggressive move from Mobe, kind of away from everyone else.
Yeah. They're not going to get anything. It looks like they're going to try and get this this tower. So just putting the pressure. The fortification comes out though, so yeah, they're not even going to be able to really put pressure onto the tier 1 tower just yet. But it looks like Liga. I'm going to try and come in back to talking about the actual game, but yeah, Liga aren't going to be able to come in and actually defend this one. So eventually they will be giving up this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. It looks like to the side of Dandelions.
Yeah, Dandelion, by the way, I think they are a bit sad with the state of this game. Like, they were definitely a bit ahead, and I don't think they utilized the spike of Valentimos as much as they should have. Like, yeah, you get the tier 1 tower. Okay, this is a big one.
Stampede chase down, they're going to be able to get themselves on top of the Shrike. It's going to be a lot of damage coming through, and Moby will get the credit for the kill. And again, Desire has that level 6, so the Solar Bind is out, stacking up all of that damage, and you can see the actual benefit again coming through. And yeah, just the damage stack up onto this Ray. It was just way too much for him to try and get away.
Finally, they get a big one. Violent is split pushing, but he can just spin TP. This Juggernaut stings.
No interrupt there. Yeah, he's going to be able to get himself out and away from this one. While this is going on, what are we looking at here in terms of net worth between the heroes? So the Drow only barely ahead of the Juggernaut, but the Juggernaut does have that Maelstrom up, going towards the Manta style now on Violent, so it's not going to be too far between the two heroes yet. Should always be able to keep pace.
Yep. Very similar playstyle. Like, the Jug was pretty much non-existent the first 20 minutes of game 2, but this time I don't think Drow explodes as hard as an Alchemist does. So I do feel like Liga is in a better place than they were in game 1. But not by much. This Larder, yeah, I think that's when they want to use this Blink Dagger. So let's see if they find an opening. The Shard is flying out to this Larder, but it's kind of far away. Oh, they know where Mobe is.
They're moving us 4, but Mobe, he's playing it safe-ish. He's not really showing. He's going to be close to the tier 1 tower as well, so his teammates can TP in if he gets into danger here. And the Timbersaw, fairly tanky boy, the 2 points into the reactive armor. He's already got himself the cloak on board going towards that Eternal Shroud, so he's going to be able to get away free. Yeah, no step up here coming out to put the pressure onto Mobe.
Really good awareness from Mobe. Totally understanding what happened. They will find a ward, but instant smoke, knowing that some of the heroes are nearby. Oh, L1GA gonna break the smoke.
Jump in, they're going to be able to get the kill. Shadow Demon just straight up disappears onto this one, and now, yeah, like I say, Rabel on the high ground. Can they chase this one down here? Rabel, it's going to be another Stampede coming through. A lot of damage coming through onto Mobe, but Mobe's going to be able to back this one up. They should be able to get the kill onto the Lash, and now Yanande, he gets the credit for the kill onto Rabel as BB versus, taken down by Desire. So it looks like Dandelions here. They're brief hiccup in game number 1, but game number 2, game number 3, they've been playing to the absolute perfection here.
Yeah, they really have. Just incredible game awareness, not really feeding any kills to Liga when they go for that move. They instantly smoke after they find that ward, giving them the jump. And yeah, this should be a tower, possibly Roshan as well, with this Drow being as farmed as she is.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, Violence up here in the top part of the map. Does he come through the Twin Gate? They're going to try and fight this, or is he waiting out here? Because they maybe think that they can get a quick Roshan before it moves daytime-wise. But Mobe, they're going to be able to get a kill onto the Timbersaw. And now Dandelions, they know where Liga are and what they're planning to do. Do they want to try and defend this Roshan or try and contest this one? It looks like they're not going to try.
Okay, that's huge for Liga. They needed something, and they were patient. They finally get the Timber. Ages might be Rabos, honestly. I think he's the one that should carry it, but Violent did backpack his Violent Blade. Maybe he will pick it up?
No, they're going to give it over to Rebel. Jug, has he got any items coming in on his courier? There's no couriers coming in for him. Okay, yeah, so it's just going to be... Maybe they were talking about it. Yeah, he's going to move that Clown Blade back into his backpack at some point.
Yeah, he bought a Blade of Alacrity. Is he going Axe or Diffusal Blade here?
Yeah. I mean, either option's pretty good. You probably want the Axe, I guess. You get jumped on by the Centaur or something like that, or you're going to be solar bound without the spin.
Yeah.
That Axe
I think now that you do more damage on your OT, right, it makes more sense to go Axe than you used to, as you're just doing that extra 10% all times. Okay, okay. So still a 7k gold lead here for Liga, but they have this extra life to use.
Well, Violent, talking about it, but he is going to be taking a lot of damage here up on the top lane. Can he get himself away? Goes for that spin TP. Looks like they don't have the physical damage to deal with it, so Violent will be able to get himself out.
Alright. Centaur still just doing his thing with his extra 400 health. 400.
It's like a... what was it, like minute 26? It's like 2 free vitality boosters. 2,000 worth of net worth there, basically, you get for free at 26 minutes.
Very true. I mean, Drow just solo.
Yeah.
Damn. So we have plus... Is 90 the bonus from the innate ability right now? No, 35. So it's out of 90, 35 comes from the passive. Okay. All right, I'm starting to like this. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah. And you can see that just continuing here to farm up here and keeping himself ahead of the Juggernaut on Nande. So having a really good time on the Star Ranger. Even with Liga having the Aegis, Dandelion's not so good about getting aggressive, looking for these fights. We'll see what they're going to be able to do here, though. Liga going to go for that 4-man smoke rotation, 3-man smoke rotation. Should be able to group up, though, with the Shadow Demon, be able to spread it across. But yeah, Dandelions feel confident. They want to go for a fight here now as well. So inside the river, and don't forget, from the high ground, the right-click damage coming through from the Dry Ranger. If you are in the river, you're going to be taking extra damage from the drought. Cooldown will be used here for Freezing Field, though. Can they get the kill onto Violent? Here on top of Kidaro. What damage can they do? He's going to get really darn low now as well. Rabel, he wants to get himself into the middle of this one. The damage coming through from that split. The chase on a Rabel, and Plentimos might go down. He uses that Stampede, but he is going to be slowed down once again. Force forward now as well. Plentimos, though, you see that Rabel just wants to get himself into the middle of this one. Spin comes out from Violent. Will be able to get the kill into the Desire. Rabel will get the credit for that kill, and they're going to be able to go back for that tier 1 tower here as well.
Damn, like they used everything on the Aegis. That was the perfect fight for Liga. Like they showed the Leshrac first, but right from the left side, they get the Omni Slash, they kill the Kato, he buys back, dies back. So I think Liga just placed their hero so beautifully around that fight. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and if you then look at how this is playing out, that there's no Aegis now, the Dandelions, do they respawn and try and reset? Or is it like kind of you've got to look for these next set of items here on the side of Dandelions, because that was a really good fight coming out from Liga.
I mean, they can pick off most heroes. It's just that Jug is the one that's always going to be the most aggressively positioned, and that one you really cannot kill, right? He has Manta, Blade Fury with 2D spells now. That's the problem. Like, you need a Vise on someone. When Bobe is going Shiva's first. Centaur's going Lotus Orb. The lockdown on Dandelions doesn't increase, but the difficulty of killing heroes will. So I think that fight really puts a thorn in their shoes in the next minutes. Like, unless you're taking a 5 versus 5 with better vision, the pickup is kind of trash.
Well, we'll see how it's going to work out for them. What they're going to be able to do with it. And even with trash pickup, we'll see if it does pay off here. As Liga just moving themselves through the dire jungle, looking for some B-ward action here as well. Just protecting Violent, just to make sure it doesn't get gone on here as well, it looks like. As the rest of Dandelions, they're all spread out. They're finding the farm, big map, easy way to do it here. There's always a place to farm. And it looks like everyone on the side of Dandelions will be split up just for now.
They're gonna glyph the creep wave here. They really want to force this tier 2. Despite any Aegis on Liga. Alright. I like their cockiness, and I think they're just gonna get a free tower out of it.
Do you think they carry on going here, like you say, without the Aegis? Because Roshan's not up for at least another 3 minutes, but they take this tier 2 tower. Do they look for a fight, or do you think they're gonna be able to pressure high ground here?
I think you go tier 1 mid. Like, there's still a tier 1 mid there. That's definitely unacceptable at this stage of the game, but they're actually TPing bottom with a smoke. Alright. You wanna find this Timber.
Yeah, they may be able to get on top of Mobe here now as well. Timber Chain comes out just as the Crush was mid-animation here, so he's going to be able to get that blink away on the Timbersaw, get himself away to safety.
That was very close for comfort. Yeah, they are wrapping around. They're still using... Is it? Okay, it's the end of that smoke as Pentamon. He might be
be a little bit of danger here. The Frostbite comes out, gets that lockdown coming out onto the Centaur with that 480 max health.
Oh, the Omni Slash.
Do they want to try and jump into this one? Yeah, the Omni Slash does come through here. They're going to be dealing a lot of damage over to Moby. Moby's going to be ticked down. It looks like he's not going to be able to get himself away from this one. Even with that Stampede coming through. No, he lives.
Eternal Shroud, bro.
Damn, dude. And the damage coming through. They should be able to get the kill onto that Gyrocopter now. Palintimos gets a return kill onto 1G. Kadara's going to buy back into this one, but they are going to lose Palintimos here. And the backlines, Moby's going to try and do his best to get in onto this one, but he's really so low. And that's going to be the Acceptor Slash coming through from Violent. Violent chase down coming through. Can he get on top of Nani to do the damage here? Nani's going to be taking a lot from this one, but the Chakra slowdown. And Violent, one more right click. It's going to be Moby that gets the credit for the kill onto this one. And the buybacks from everyone on the side of the landing lines, they lose that Keeper of the Light. Chase down onto Pantomime. The homing missile is going to do enough to get the kill now as well. Do they have the lockdowns onto Rabel? Rabel's going to try and do a Kelvin split up, but it won't be enough. They lose absolutely everybody. It is going to be, what, 2 buybacks here on the side of Dandelions, but well worth it for the 5-man wipe they got just then.
So here's the thing. You crit out of your Blade Fury with Jug, but it's a magical crit. So Timbersaw is just going vroom vroom with the Eternal Shroud there, and you're doing 0 damage to him. Like, that dive totally destroyed the fight for Liga, because they had the upper hand. They were looking good. Yeah. They literally fed the entire team trying to kill those 2 Eternal Shroud heroes, both Palantimos and Mobe. So hard to kill. God damn.
Yeah, and maybe if they get that early kill on the Timbersaw, that fight goes way different for them. But yeah, like you say, the Veil, just being able to proc extra damage from the Timbersaw. He's got the armor and the health regen and that Eternal Shroud there as well, just enough to keep him alive. And yeah, he just gets himself out and just joins in on the very edges of these fights here, you know, not in the middle of it, but just being able to throw out that magic damage that he has. Yeah, absolutely balls through that fight there, the Timbersaw.
That was really close, and usually it's hard to see a Drow keeping up with farm with the Juggernaut, but you know, Violent has 2 deaths. Not that Undead doesn't have it, but maybe that's just a statement to how fast this Drow can farm now that you get this extra agility. Like, Undead is incredibly farmed. It's been a while since I've seen a Drow do that good. It's been a while since I've seen a Drow, let's be honest.
I think Yatoro played one the other day.
Yeah, but it's definitely kind of a pocket pick, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's been a while since the Drow Ranger has been that kind of like most popular hero. Hags accept up now as well with a Nemesis curse. And again, I like the idea that if someone gets on top of you, the Drow Ranger probably going to be dead anyway. So why not put out that extra damage here? You've got that push away with the Gust as well. So Nande, if he gets that shot up, he's going to get the extra bonus from the vantage point as well. He's going to be throwing out all sorts of damage on this Drow Ranger.
By the way, we didn't talk about this, but the Eggs on Drow is so crazy this game, right? You're against Leshrac with Bloodstone, you're against Healing Ward, and you're against a Slaughter with Eggs. So, I guess he doesn't have Eggs yet, but he will eventually get it. All of that region reduction, just Drow against Jug. It didn't used to be this way, but you pretty much nullify Healing Ward if you're getting good multi-shots during the fights.
Yeah, and you can see that, I mean, he's coming through with a 63 bonus agility now. It is starting to build up and up and up. That the damage stack for the Drow Ranger. And like you say, that even if you are on top of him, on top of the Drow Ranger, you're going to lose the marksmanship, but you don't lose, as far as I can tell, the precision aura, which means you're going to have all of this agi. You're going to have all of this extra benefits from the extra agi there as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The armor. He has like 52 armor, and that is undispellable. I guess we are not sure how this interacts with breaks, but I'm assuming it does not get broken, right? Because you don't break Medusa's mana shield, so it should all work the same way now, right?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah. So yeah, the agility is forever. I mean, Drow might be very strong now. Damn. 52 armor, level 19? No armor items besides the Wraith Bands?
Yeah, dude. I suppose you get the 20 agility as well off the Hurricane Pike, so that's going to, boost you up even more there as well. So, yeah, and look at this, he's going straight in for the Butterfly into the Silver Edge. So yeah, no protective items really on the Drow Ranger, because I'd still consider the Butterfly to be an incredibly offensive item. It does have the mischance, which is fairly defensive, but for the most part, yeah, this is going to be Drow Ranger just...
They're baiting here. They go in, and they get out with the Roar Broshan. Omni-Slash.
But the Mantis Style comes out here from Nande, and there's going to be the Stampede coming out now as well as the chase down Violent. Look at this one, the right click's coming through. Nande has to pop his Mantis Style of his own, but Nande's going to be able to rip through Violent, and Violent, can he get himself away? The right click trying to go for that TP. Is it going to be time? Just in time, but they do lose 2 in trade for the Keeper of the Light, and because of this now, Dandelions are going to be able to go back for the Aegis here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the attempt was really good. They bait them in, they wrap around, but if you have to initiate with Omni-Slash, you just... The fight's not going to be good. Like, they needed the Slaughter to be the first point of contact, and he wasn't.
Okay. So, is it a little bit early to call the Draw Ranger being back, being meta again?
Yes, not. Honestly, let me check how she's doing in pub. So, in pub, she has minus 2% wing rate for some reason. But, you know, it's just potatoes playing Drow. You know,
hey, I take offense to that.
When was the last time you played Drow, Mr. Rob?
That's a good question. Actually, probably not this year.
See, you're not a part of this. It's fine. You're not a potato. You are. What is a good vegetable? What's your favorite vegetable?
You know, that's something I've literally never thought of before. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine are olives and surprisingly broccoli. I'm a broccoli head.
Broccoli is a good, you know, it's like a superfood. Like, you know, the protein you get out of it. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, no, that's kind of, I'm gonna be thinking about that all day. What is my favorite vegetable?
Don't have an answer, huh? Do you even eat vegetables, man? Are you actually getting the fiber you need to be a caster?
Yeah, man. Like, I eat vegetables. It's one of them. It's kind of like, for me, it's not the main draw of the meal. It's just, yeah, you have the vegetables on the side because you have to, because you get the good benefits from them.
What about the beans? Like, you guys should love the beans.
I like the beans. I love the beans. The beans on toast, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe it's beans, yeah.
Okay. That's a good answer. Alright, so Aegis still up here for 3 minutes on Nande, and I mean, I think they're gonna try and attempt this high ground. This is a Drow with no shard yet. Eventually, there's gonna be Chakra Magic on that shard. We're gonna have Chakra Magic on multi-shot. This Drow's like not even close to how strong she can be.
Yeah. The extra 20% damage. I'm surprised. No, I'm not, because he's going to go for it after the butterfly here, it looks like, on the Draw Range. Already got that silver edge up here as well, so that extra 20% damage. If you're on the low ground, enemies on the high ground, and you pop your shard, do you get higher ground than the high ground on the Draw Ranger?
That is a good question. I think...
Oh, jump in. They're going to be able to get right on top of the Lishrak. Look at this now as well. The hypothermia stacks coming through. So there is going to be a little bit of a save coming out from the Shadow Demon now, but it looks like Rabel is going to be able to survive this one. The jump comes in, and once again, the damage coming through onto Rabel. He's just going to be stacking up and up and up on terms of the damage here. The Dry Ranger multi-shot. One more right click is going to be up, and now Verse has to run himself away, but the homing missile, the rundown, they're going diving past the tier 3s and the racks to get these kills here. And Liga, yeah, they only have one buyback here onto the Lishrak. And Nande is going to be able to stand close to the buildings and just rip through this tier 3. Fortification, first port comes out. But again, the change is not.
You do have the higher ground with Blade.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what happens, you have the higher ground. And I mean, you don't even need it right now because they are getting the first lane of barracks. They can get 2. There is a tier 1 on top side, but bottom is under threat, and 46 seconds seems like way too much.
Yeah, and like you say here, the buyback on the Lash, but the Lash without the bodyguard coming through on the Slardar, even Violent, I mean, Violent's trying to do his best here to farm up onto his next item, wants to get to this Nullifier about 300 gold away, but while he is farming up like this one, yeah, they're going to lose 2 lanes of racks for this one. Hell, they might even lose a tier 4.
Poking tier 4s here, god damn. Okay, they will TP this Jugger back, but there's a Nullifier. How effective is this actually going to be?
We're going to see the jump in. It's not... I mean, the Shadow Demon just straight up disappears. He has that buyback available. And we're going to have the Slaughter, the Lash coming back up in the next 6 seconds. But look at this one. Dandelions, they just don't want to leave this space. They've got this Aegis for another minute or so. Just under a minute here. It seems like... the Split Earth. It doesn't actually connect. Nande, though, what's going to try and do? He gets the dieback onto the Shadow Demon. 1J, he's just straight up gone. Verse needs to get himself away. That BKB is only going to last for so long now as well. The Centaur behind enemy Lions. Look at this one. They get the kill onto the Crystal Maiden. Violent, he might be next. Split Earth comes out now as well. He's going to try and use that Omni Slash here, or at least that Swift Flash now. And the full Omni Slash does come through, so Palintimos is going to get low, gets taken down here, but it's going to leave the Sparta, it's going to leave Versus, it's going to leave Violent in no man's land. They get more and more out of this one here on the side of Dandelions. I think they've just won it. The game is going to be able to disconnect, comes out from the Shadow Demon, but GG is going to be called, and Liga, they know they can't win this, so it's going to be Dandelions taking first place and Liga in second.
Alright, so Dandelions, a first place and a second place, guaranteeing 150 RES points. This is a huge statement here. It's gonna put them in a pretty comfortable position, right? Europe is the only region here for RES that has 4 slots. They're not guaranteed, but they're definitely in a good position.
Yeah, you look at that, you've got yourself 150. Yeah, like you say, that you're probably about, what, 100 points from guarantee. I'm not going to do that because we've got 2 seasons to go. So it depends on your, like you say, if you've got those 4 slots. So like you say, it puts them in a really good position here. Dandelions taking that win and put themselves top of the RES European table overall. Commiserations to Liga, though. They were close to closing it into first place, you know, after that first game. But we've got the animation. We've got the celebrations. Where are the fireworks here for Dandelions? They lock themselves in first place in Season 2 and top of the table overall with 150 points.
Yeah, I mean, they looked really good. They had kind of a shaky start at the beginning. I think I was expecting them to really dominate. I think they lost to... There were definitely a couple of losses I didn't expect, but they definitely bounced back strong here. They were 3rd place in their group and still getting the whole thing. Liga, you know, I think they showed pretty good Dota, even without Ramses, you know, getting 2nd place, getting 50 points, puts them in a decent spot. They're going to be 3rd place in RES points after this. But yeah, they got outplayed today. They played so well the entire tournament. But when it came to the new patch, somehow, after losing game 1 in the worst fashion I've seen in a while, it is the Dandelions that bounce back.
Yeah, had a really, really good game, number 2 and 3, and just were able to capitalize on it. You picked some... I didn't see that Draw Ranger coming in, and it just absolutely dominated that last game. So, yeah, we'll see if the Draw Ranger, you know, maybe a little bit early whispering, but this hero looked pretty darn strong there. And we'll see if, you know, where Dandelions are going to be able to go with this one again. Securing themselves that first place is going to be really good in terms of points, but the money here as well, $25,000, if I'm not mistaken, for that first place. So congratulations here to Dandelions, commiserations to Liga, and that is going to be it for Europe Season 2. We are going to be back in a couple of weeks for Southeast Asia Season 3. Going to start the rotations all over again to see who's going to be rocking through into that LAN at the end of the year. But for now, that is going to be it. Bowie, any final thoughts on this Grand Finals?
Pick Slaughter in your pubs, pick Juggernaut in your pubs, and pick Draw Ranger apparently in your pubs.
Okay, well, that is it. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you for the Southeast Asian Tour in about 2 weeks' time. But for now, bye-bye.
It's hard to imagine a match without first blood.
Drink it. Check it out.
There are more chances you'll be paid at 1xBet.
One chance. One dream. One match. One energy. One fight. One aim. One action. One hope. 1xBet.
Fuck.
Use your skills in the gaming. 1xBet.